jìnnà sí wọn bí sánmọ̀ sílẹ̀ o ara ló ń ta wọn ṣe mọ́ o náà bá sunkún sójú bẹ̀rẹ̀ má ti fi ìgbín sọ kó fẹ́ yẹ ẹyẹ fò lọ ìgbín sọnù sígbó wọn dúró títí ọwọ́ wọn ò tó ìṣó máa ṣe ta ní kókó ṣòkòtò tí olókùn ó dá kìtìyàn ó dórí àwọn lọ́tẹ̀ o. Ṣí mi lọ́nà o mo tẹ́rí bá fàdà àgbà o àgbà ẹ̀ foríjì ni ojoojúmọ́ ni mo pọ́n wọn lé mo ń ṣèyá sí àwọn àgbà o mi ò fojú tí rìn wọn láyé ọmọdé ẹ má fàgbà ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ torí omi kọ́ tó yọ ọ̀la ni ọmọdé ń bọ̀ wá dàgbà o màmá ń bọ̀ wá dàgbà o. Máa ń bọ̀ wá dàgbà o. Ọmọdé ń bọ̀ wá dàgbà. Ọmọdé ń bọ̀ wá dàgbà o. Ọmọdé ń bọ̀ wá dàgbà. Bọ́lájú kòkòrò bá gbẹ́ran nígbó tó bá fúnra ẹ̀ pín ló dára jù o. Kọ̀wé mi á jẹ́ dàgbà o. Èyí mo rí màrò ẹ̀ka gbogbo náà ní ilé ayé. Sùúrù ní ṣẹ́gun ohun gbogbo. Ẹ má ṣèké mo ní ẹ má dalẹ̀. Forí wórí kìlọ̀ ló jẹ́ ẹni forí wórí yìí yóò ṣàbàmọ́ àwa ò ní ṣàbàmọ́ láyé o nílé ayé o àwa ò ní ṣàbàmọ́ láyé àwa ò ní ṣàbàmọ́ láyé àwa ò ní ṣàbàmọ́ láyé dẹ́bìtọ̀ rẹ̀ àtàrà ilé o àwa ò ní ṣàbàmọ́ láyé àwa ò ní ṣàbàmọ́ láyé àwa ò ní ṣàbàmọ́. Ṣòkòtò wọn múra wọn sáré kẹrù sọkọ o àyànmọ́ ògbóògùn wo wọn ò béèrè lọ́wọ́ orí orí lọ́mọ mẹ́wàá lọ ìyàwó ohun tí ẹ wá lọ sí Ṣòkòtò ohun rẹ lágbo Ṣòkòtò mo sọ àkúnlẹ̀yàn ọmọ ẹ̀dá láyé kò lè yí padà mo ń tẹnu mọ́ o olórí làlá bàrò orí làlá bàrò olórí làlá bàrò olórí làlá bàrò olórí làlá bàrò orí mi gbé mi níjà o olórí làlá bàrò làlá bàrò olórí làlá bàrò oríjà jogun ìkànnì wọn rí má fi wá fáyé mu nílé ayé wa o olúwa àgbẹ̀ wa níyàwó àmì nílé ayé wa ó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ọ̀tá kọ́ ni wá ó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ọ̀tá kọ́ lẹ́yìn ṣọ́wa nínú àpamọ́ kìnìún ejò olóró àkékè ṣọ́wa nínú ìdàgìrì ayé dáàbò ẹ̀bùn wá fi ṣọ́rẹ́ ṣọ́wa o mo sádì ọba bá lókè mo sádì ọba bá lókè o mo sádì ọba bá lókè mo máa sádì ọba bá lókè o. Olúwa gbé wa níjà o. Mo sádì ọba bá lókè o. Kó má fi wá sílẹ̀ o. Mo sádì ọba bá lókè o. Olúwa má fi wá sílẹ̀ o. Mo sádì ọba bá lókè o. Àwọn ọ̀tá tí wọ́n rè rajọ ìbànújẹ́ ti bá àwọn ọ̀tá nílé. Àwọn ọ̀tá tí wọ́n rè rajọ.
They fear one name, not because he's noisy, but because he's solid. The only candidate they truly want out of this race is Atiku Abubakar, because they fear him. They think pressure will stop him from contesting. They are pushing a campaign that says he has been running and losing. He should not contest. 20 in a man is early. But listen well, Nigeria. Since when did persistence become a crime? Since when did courage become an insult? Since when did experience become a disqualification? They want Atiku out because they know he can win. Across the north, across the south, across the lines they cannot cross. If he ran before, it means he is ready. If he tried before, it means he is strong. Only cowards quit in silence. Champions return when history calls. So let the people speak, let the millions rise, let the call go forth. Atiku must contest, Atiku must run. Let all Nigerian people lift this call loud and clear, in words and poetry and song, in spirit and in fire. Our demand is simple, our message is united. Atiku must run. He's loved by millions across Southeast, Southwest, South, and the North. Nigeria needs him, Nigeria wants him, and history is waiting. Atiku must run, Atiku must run.
So now, if Atiku ran against Usain Bolt, I wonder who will win. Comment it. Place your bets in the comment section. Atiku versus Usain Bolt, because they say Atiku must run, and we know Usain Bolt is the runner. What's that other one? Who's that American guy that used to run with Linford Christie? Maybe between Linford Christie, Usain Bolt, and then that American guy, the one that used to have a crew cut. You know who will win? Huh? I think Atiku might win, you know. Atiku versus Usain Bolt. You know Usain Bolt has now turned 40. Can you imagine that? You know, it just ages all of us, doesn't it? Atiku must run, and Carl Lewis, thank you. Thank you, Ayo. So Atiku must run, and so must I. You know, so there it is. Atiku must run. Did you guys see the debate that took place earlier on today? Showore, Peter Obi, Donald Duke, and then Rotimi Amechi, and yes, that was the four, wasn't it? Peter Obi, Donald Duke, Rotimi Amechi, and Showore. Did I count it right? Showore, Donald Duke, Peter Obi, and Rotimi Amechi. So those four were on a panel, and it was interesting viewing. Anyway, the only thing that impressed me was the only person that impressed me, not in terms of anything that they had to say, but in terms of their manner of presentation, was what's it called? Rotimi Amechi. Let me show you something. Because there was a little fight that I wasn't even intending to do this, but let me show you this quickly. There was a little fight that took place between Rotimi Amechi and Omoyele Sowore, and I was especially impressed by the gusto and rascality, the fight that is within. Is this the one? I was especially impressed by the fight that. Oh yes, this is the one.
52 billion, just addressing local insurgency at the state. What is your take?
Oh, all right. I was especially impressed by the fight that that Rotimi Amechi had. So let me just let me fast forward it to where should let me fast forward it to this space because there was something that happened. Okay, let me Tell me if you can hear the audio in the comment section.
And it took Amechi and his principal almost 10 years to catch up with me. They have now reversed their position.
There's a lot of mental laziness when it comes to the administration of the country. Okay. You said something. What do we do with the savings? If your position is
if there's anyone who has been consistent about non-removal of fuel subsidy, it has been me. And it took Amechi and his principal almost 10 years to catch up with me. They have now reversed their position on fuel subsidy. The question.
But by the way, I wasn't intending to do this, so I just had that thought. So let's just go. This is about 5-6 minutes. So let's just go through this. It's just this little cameo. We may well do a session on this whole debate sometime tomorrow. This may well be a session for tomorrow. But there was something that happened that impressed me by there was something Rotimi Amechi did that impressed me. Not anything that he said, but the fight that he presented. So we'll watch this. But as Rotimi Amechi impressed me, Sowore disappointed me. Because Sowore seems to be a one-trick pony. It's just that kumbaya, ding dong. Once you've seen Sowore once, you don't have to see him again. It doesn't deviate. There's no evolution. It's not involved in both his presentation or the content of that presentation. It's just the same aluta, ahoy. So he would do his aluta, ahoy, and call all of them criminals. But in this instance, Rotimi Amechi is not going to wear it. So watch this.
About subsidy is, who are you subsidizing? You are subsidizing the elite. You are subsidizing the governors. The only people who are doing well since they removed subsidy are the governors of states. And when they talk about subsidy, they make it sound like they have not removed subsidy before. I was a student in 1989, they removed subsidy. In 1990, they removed subsidy. They said Nigeria will be better. We are in 2026, they are still removing subsidy. They are robbing Peter Obi to pay Bola Tinubu. That is what removal of subsidy is all about. The poor people of this country only benefit from subsidy from petrol, gasoline. There is no subsidy on kerosene. What did they build with it? There's no subsidy on A1 jet fuel. What did they build with it? Please, don't let these politicians lie to you. I love one thing.
All right, I'm going to fast it forward to where I wanted to see, because everything and anything that Sowore is saying are things that you've heard him say endlessly. So let me fast it forward to where Rotimi Amechi confronts him. So let me find the spot. Let's pick it up from here.
Nigeria needs to be subsidized instead of the rich. We are already subsidizing them with waivers. We are subsidizing their lifestyles. They are driving convoys and big stars and air jets.
Thank you.
We have a duty to return power to the people and subsidize the poor. Thank you very much.
He knows I know him very well. Play to the gallery will not make you win the election. You will not win. Now, why Sowore will not win is not you shouting. There are no more than 24,000 lawyers who are here, and there are 93 million voters. So 24,000 should vote for Sowore and see whether he will win. That's not the issue. Let's go to what he said. Who are those from Lagos? There is Lagos Ibadan Railway is working or not? In my time, it was working. I don't know what's happening under Tinubu. There is Abuja Kaduna Rail working or not?
What happened?
Now, where are Rivers lawyers? Please take Sowore around. Where are the Rivers lawyers who are present? Take Sowore around.
Okay.
Sowore, I said I built that road. I built this road.
Sorry about that. A little bit of funk in the system there. Let me bring that back up again. Let me bring that back up again.
Or not?
What happened?
Now, if where are Rivers lawyers? Please take Showore around. Where are the Rivers lawyers who are present? Take Showore around.
Okay.
Showore, I said I built that road. I built this road. I built this primary school. I built that primary school. Showore, what is your experience?
All right, go.
When politicians are talking, close your mouth.
Yes, you have the right of the plan. Yes.
Please, man will not be, I'm not answering, I'm not defending anything. I'm happy that most people from Anambra, some people from Anambra are here. Thank
Sorry, I've been reading this thing all the while. I was muted. Apologies to you guys. As I was saying, there's this push now for the opposition spaces to coalesce under one candidate. Atiku Obi camp rejects single opposition candidate. That's what I was saying. The camp of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and Anambra State Governor Peter Obi have rejected the push by a political pressure group, G100, for opposition parties to field a single presidential candidate against President Bola Tinubu in the 2027 elections. Correspondents gathered that whilst both camps recognized the need for greater cooperation amongst opposition parties, neither appears prepared to surrender its presidential ambition as the proposed opposition coalition takes shape. The development could complicate the efforts of G100, a group convened by former Director General of the Progressive Governors Forum, Saliu Lukman, which has been advocating a united opposition front as the most realistic strategy for defeating the ruling of Progressive Congress. However, the position emerging from the camp of Atiku and Obi suggests that reaching an agreement on a single presidential candidate may prove more difficult than mobilizing the opposition parties around a common agenda. So that was where I paused that, yes, indeed. No, you should have audio now, Gbolahan. So yes, indeed, mobilizing mobilizing people around an agenda is not the difficulty. The difficulty is agreeing a single presidential candidate, because the agenda of the Peter Obi camp and the agenda of the Atiku Abubakar camp is quite clear. Peter Obi has said quite categorically, he said this about 7 years ago, thereabout, that when will it be the turn of the Igbos to loot the Nigerian treasury? If anybody has that clip, please send it to me so that we can play it here, so people know that I'm not making up stuff. He was saying, when will it be the turn of this one has come and chop, this one has come and chop? When will it be the turn of the Igbos to have a taste of this thing? So Peter Obi has been quite clear that his agenda is to come into governance to loot. So that's clear. And Atiku has never made any equivocation about his intentions to loot. He told us that he was going to sell off the NNPC to his Arab friends as soon, just from the very moment they declare him president. So Atiku's intention to loot the Nigerian treasury is not anything hidden. So for them to coalesce under one agenda, that's not the difficulty. But for them to coalesce under one candidate, that is where the struggle is. So that's where the struggle is. Let's go. I think is this one hiding behind the paywall? No, it's not. So let's go from that to the next one. Let's go from that to this one. So I think this is coming out of that debate. What we would do if 2027 election is not fair? This is Obi, Sowore, and Atiku. So you can substitute Atiku for Rotimi Amechi, because Rotimi Amechi was the voice of Atiku on that panel. Several Nigerian presidential candidates have said they will not accept the result of the January 16, 2027 general elections if the process is not free, fair, and credible. So I have never yet known an election in Nigeria where the loser concedes that the election was free, fair, or credible. So the only election that is free, fair, and credible are the elections that you win. Any election that you did not win in Nigeria is neither free, is neither fair, nor is it credible. So what the opposition are essentially telling you is that once they lose the elections, they will not accept the results. So they will lose the elections, not accept the results. They will go through all the stratas. I think at the presidential level, actually, you go either from is it straight to the Supreme Court or the appeal court to the Supreme Court? I don't think you go through the whole garment of the judiciary structure. So if they don't accept the results, which they won't, I suspect that they may not go to court in this instance, because they know that the result from the court is only ever going to. I've never yet known anybody to go to court, at least at the presidential level, and then have a result overturned. So that's the opposition space right there, promising us that they're going to be sore losers once they lose in 2027. Several presidential candidates have said they would not accept the result of the January 16, 2027 general elections if the process is not free, fair, and credible. The declaration came on Monday, August the 24th, during the NBA Annual General Conference 2026, themed Democracy and Governance Beyond Limits, where a moderator posed a direct question to the candidates are seated in a row before a live audience. You lose the election on January the 16th, 2027. Would you accept the outcome, yes or no? The presidential candidate of the Social Democratic Party, Adewale Adebayo, answered first, saying flatly, no, if it's not free, if it's not fair. So that wasn't the question, actually. If you lose the election, would you concede? So the answer will be yes, unless it's not fair, not no if it's not fair. So you're already premising it that it would not be a fair election. So if it's your anticipation that the elections will not be fair, then you are getting your excuses in early already. So the answer to that question always has to be a yes. If you lose an election, you must accept your defeat, because in contestation, the options of losing are as equal as the options of winning. You play. What was it? What was it? Man U was beaten 2-0 by whoever, was it Brentford or something, 4-11, whatever. Nobody had that expectation, but a loss is a loss. If you are in contention, if you are contesting something, then you have an equal chance of winning or losing. So if you lose, then in the sporting spirit, you take the loss, unless the loss was unfair. So the answer should have been a yes, unless it is not fair. The presidential candidate of the Social Democratic Party, Adewale Adebayo, answered first, saying flatly, no, if it's not fair. Why should I accept something that is wrong? I agree with him. And former Governor Donald Duke echoed the position, immediately adding, so on what planet would an election take place, a presidential election take place in Nigeria, that either Prince Adewale Adebayo or Donald Duke will emerge the winner, either free and fair or unfree and unfair? Whatever shape the election takes, what sort of election takes place, nobody knows Prince Adewale Adebayo outside of the intelligentsia. Nobody knows Donald Duke outside of Rivers State. So what sort of election would take place, free and fair or not, that will emerge people like this as presidents? The presidential candidate of the Social Democratic Party, Adewale Adebayo, answered first, saying flatly, no, if it's not fair. Donald Duke echoed, why should I accept something that is wrong? I agree with him. If it's not fair, I will not accept. I may not go to court, but personally, I will not accept. So, well, at least there's a dose of realism added to a dose of rascality. A presidential candidate of the NDC, Peter Obi, offered the shortest response of the session, saying simply, I win. What does I win mean? I will win. A candidate identified as Lawal, who represented Sheyi Makinde, the presidential candidate of the APC, is not the presidential candidate of the APC. So I don't know what this one is saying. Definitely, if it is free and fair, we will accept it. If not, we will not accept. Speaking, Amechi, who represented ADC presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar, used the platform to make a case for his candidacy's cross-ethnic appeal, arguing that his campaign was not rooted in regional or ethnic identity. Where the most tribalized candidates, that should be de-tribalized. If you look at where we are coming from, so we will win. We are not Yoruba, we are not Igbo, we are not Hausa, we are a Nigerian candidate, he said. Showore, there is no way we can win if we don't fight, and there is no way we can lose since we are fighters. Yes, we will win. No, we will not accede if it is not fair, if it's not free, fair, or credible. Why would he use a word like accede? Just say, we will not accept. What is accede? Just to show us that you're a little bit extra, you're a little slightly above them in terms of proficiency in English, or what exactly why they need to use that accede? The forum exchange reflects the tension building around Nigeria's electoral process ahead of the 2027 general election. So is Tinubu going to come out is the question. So there's every chance that Tinubu will come out, but I don't have the anticipation that Tinubu will come out and sit on a panel. Tinubu will come out, he will be interviewed by some senior person like Ruben Abati, maybe Maupe Ogun, that sort of echelon of journalism. They'll put questions to him, he'll give answers, etc. The debate, the public outings that I am looking forward to is the one that hopefully will be organized by the Lagos Business Forum, because that was the one that gave us the most insight into the last cycle of elections. So I'm looking forward to the session being hosted. Hopefully they will host the session, the Lagos Business Forum. That will give us the clearest indication of the direction of travel of the election. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's the I will not accept if I lose sort of a thing. They say reality. Let me show you this before I go on to the next one that I'm about to show you. You know, they say facts are a stubborn thing. They don't care for your emotions. You know, facts are a stubborn thing. They don't care for your emotions. When something is visually and factually verifiable, then your opinions become secondary and irrelevant. So once something is quantifiable, verifiable, physically attributable, then your opinion becomes secondary to something that is visibly and touchably present, you know. So what am I talking about? So you can't. Tinubu is working. Tinubu is not working. It's a matter of the effect that it has had on people. So somebody has done a rundown of tables of the pluses and minuses. So Tinubu has defeated the IPOB. Can we say that? Tinubu has defeated the IPOB. Can we say that? We can't say that. Tinubu has thrown Simon Ekpa into a prison in Helsinki, and he has thrown Nnamdi Kanu into a prison in Sokoto. And since he took off, he says, take off the head and the body will follow. You've heard that phrase. Take off the head and the body will follow. So since Tinubu chopped off the Hydra head of the IPOB movement, that movement has dissipated. It has ebbed away. Who's talking about IPOB now? Who cares? You know, even the Igbos have just, the Igbos have just completely abandoned it because there is no arrowhead to that narrative anymore. So Tinubu has defeated, and this was something that held siege for the 8 years of the Buhari administration, the IPOB space. They didn't know how to handle it, but Tinubu, within 2 short years, has defeated the IPOB. So there's no equivocating that. It's a matter of something that we can all see. So Tinubu defeats the IPOB. Tinubu defeats ASU strike as well. Tinubu defeats fuel kills. States not owing salary. Tinubu defeats that. Tinubu grants local government autonomy. 140,000 forest guards. Students dropping out, no longer a thing because their fees are paid and they get money in their pocket, so they have no reasons unless you're a rank olodo. 0 NMPC remittances, well, that has stopped. NMCC now remitting everything now. Weak foreign reserves, that's gone. Borrowing to pay salary, that's gone. NEL fund loans, that's come in. Abandoned federal roads, that's been tackled. Borrowing for fuel subsidy, that's gone. Obi presidential ambition, I think this was a cheeky one added, that's gone. Nigerian Army, 4 divisions added. Decentralized power sector, Atiku presidential ambition gone. Students 20,000 monthly allowance. Vehicle import levies reduced. Regularized 3,200 PTA, state local police almost done, etc., etc. So if you think that we're talking about 3.5 years of this guy's administration, all of these things, so there's one question and one question only that I've always asked. I'm not asking if it's good or bad. I want somebody to come and tell me just who has done more, which president has done more for Nigeria than Tinubu positively. Which country has evolved and developed that country more than Tinubu? Buhari ruled that country for what, 7 years thereabout? How long did Babangida rule? No, yes, Buhari ruled 8 years plus 2. I think that's about 10 years. This guy has impacted more than Buhari in 3 years, impacted more than Obasanjo in 3 years, impacted more than Babangida in 3 years. And who else have we? It's impacted more than Abata in 3 years. It's impacted more than Goodluck Jonathan in 3 years. And all of those ones, aside Goodluck Jonathan served six and a bit years. And this guy in 3 and a bit years has done more than all of them combined. And if you disagree with me, come and argue it. Even some of his most ardent critics, they are now having to concede that look, we cannot, it's too visible, the guy is doing too much for them to continue the lie. Tinubu's only major achievement is macroeconomic stability. You know, they cornered Obi Ezekwesili into this statement because, of course, Madam Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, she has come to Nigeria to make this particular statement about 3 times now, and she did it again about 3 months ago, that the handling of the economy is nothing short of excellent by the Tinubu administration. So Madam Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala said that about 3-4 times. Lamido Sanusi, he says it constantly. Charles Soludo says it. Alex Oti says it. So it's impossible for for Obi Ezekwesili, in order to still continue to parade her identity as a financial expert and then go contrary to what all of the leading experts in the world are saying. So she was cornered into considering this, because if she wants to run contrary to the subsisting, the obtaining narrative, then it brings more to question her partisanship. Of course, we know she places tribe over country, but it will be too pronounced now that she's placing tribe over country. So she at last throws her hands in the air in surrender. Tinubu's only major achievement is macroeconomic stability. This is Madam IPOB Ezekwesili. Former Minister of Education, she used to work for the World Bank as well. Former Minister of Education, Obi Ezekwesili, has identified macroeconomic stability as the major area where President Bola Tinubu's administration has made notable progress, but said the gains have not yet translated into better living conditions for most Nigerians. Ezekwesili made the assessment during an interview with News Central, where she examined the impact of the administration's economic reforms and the broader state of the Nigerian economy. According to her, the government deserves credit for reducing volatility in the foreign exchange market by allowing market forces to play a greater role in determining the value of the naira. So she cannot concede that this is a good plan and then criticize the offshoots of this. So what she's conceded there is that Tinubu was right to float the naira so that the economy can establish its true value. So if you are saying Tinubu is right to float the naira for the economy to establish its true value, then the consequence of floating that naira is inflation, because the parity then between what was then the subsidized economy and the purchasing power of the people will put a squeeze on their ability to purchase. So you cannot say that you are conceding that floating the naira, because even if they increase the minimum wage, the naira has gone up about threefold, and the minimum wage has gone up about 2 and a bit fold. So it still squeezes the purchasing capacity of the people, unless the economy then improves in order to increase the value of the naira, which will then increase the purchasing power of the people. But if you're saying the government is right to free float the naira, you cannot then say the consequences of that free float is a negative, because then you make a fool of yourself. According to her, the government deserves credit for reducing volatility in the foreign exchange market by allowing market forces to play a greater role in determining the value of the naira. The only thing that, as I said at the beginning, we can give to them as they are getting a handle on the macroeconomic stability. She, however, argued that the improved macroeconomic indicators should not be mistaken for an improvement in the welfare of ordinary people. Well, what would lead to that improvement in the welfare of the ordinary people for the medium to sustainable term? What will lead? Because if the economy improves, then the offshoot of that improvement in economy is a better standard living. You know, in that debate that I was watching, Peter Obi was saying that the gains from the oil subsidy removal should be saved, that they should have just saved the money rather than use it to impact. This is how retarded that guy is. So if you are saying the macroeconomic indicators are moving forward, then the offshoot of that, at some point, the trickle down effect of that is a sustainable improvement in the standard of living. Because the macroeconomic cannot improve in isolation without trickling down into the economy, because it's within that economy, and the trickle down is the impact on the standard of living. She, however, argued that improved macroeconomic indicators should not be mistaken for an improvement in the welfare of the ordinary people. Ezekwesili noted that although inflation figures might suggest some progress, Nigerians continue to face high prices for essential goods and services. Then you look at inflation. Inflation, even though they use the methodology to crash it in terms of the numbers, but the real thing is that the cost of living for the average citizen is still pretty high. So this is a global phenomenon, by the way. It's not something unique or peculiar to Nigeria, and the cost of living globally has gone up. God before politics, Wanika, they accuses El Rufai of persecuting Kaduna Christians. So we leave that just at the headline. Aisha Yesufu reveals reason behind rejection of NDC House of Reps ticket. She's too big. She wants to go and be fighting with what's that one? That Ukrainian from Kogi State. She wants to be fighting alongside her in the Senate. Human rights activist Aisha Yesufu has explained why she rejected the House of Representatives ticket offered to her by the Nigeria Democratic Congress NDC ahead of the 2027 general elections. Yesufu said she turned down the offer because she was unwilling to compromise her principles or accept political conditions that conflicted with her values. Speaking during an interview on Symphony TV, the co-convener of the Bring Back Our Girls campaign said she had received political offers tied to certain conditions but chose not to accept them. So what are those conditions is the thing. According to her, political power should not be pursued at all costs. Stressing that she would not make promises she could not. It's still ambiguous. What were the conditions? Because the last excuse she gave was that she did not want to take the ticket from somebody else that should have gotten it. Now she's coming out with additional excuses that there were conditionalities attached. I did not accept the House of Representatives ticket that was given to me because there were other people who were doing it on the issue of principles, Yusufu said. She said she was not desperate to occupy political office, declaring that the interest of Nigeria should take precedence over personal political ambitions. Do you know she said once upon a time that she was angling for governorship of Edo State? So the ambition of that girl is what does Baba call her? The bandit in hijab. The ambition of that bandit in hijab is insatiable. We are not going to sell Nigeria. I don't have to be president by force. We won't make any promises that we will not just get out of here, man. It's getting tedious, so somewhat listening to. Did you see that Randy Peters, the way he was punked? And still they'll be, man, these people they're just getting insufferable, intolerable. So we come from that. So this is not to do with politics. A lot of you, especially from the Yoruba space, you may be aware that what's it called? Taiwo Hassan, popularly known as Ogogo, he passed away. So this is the Ogun State. Is this the Ogun State presidential governorship candidate? Telling us just efforts that he made to try and help him out. Ogun APC governorship candidate Senator Solomon Adeola said his family stood close to veteran actor Taiwo Hassan Ogogo before his death on August the 23rd, 2023. I think he passed away from cancer, which had gone far. Yes, he did. Adeola said his family supported Ogogo's treatment and did everything possible for medical care, but God took him after a courageous illness battle. In a Facebook tribute signed by his wife at Temitope Adeola, he called Ogogo a proud Ilaro and Ogun West son and condoled his family and Yewa land. So that's that one right there. All right. So prepare yourself to be very annoyed. For this now next thing I'm about to show you, prepare your minds to be very, very annoyed because I certainly was very, very annoyed when I saw this. You know, we should not be in the same countries. We should not be in the same country with northerners, with all these Hausa Fulani people. We should not be in the same country with these people. They are not conducive to civilized living. Not conducive to civilized living. Watch this. Sorry, I want to stop the music because there's a copyright element to it right there. Can you see what these people are doing? These are your Aboki friends destroying public pathways to access the wire, the steel wire. Look at that. These are newly built roads, oh, and look at what these malams are doing. Just to access that wire mesh. That's all it's after. Oh. And if it will go back home and tell his wife that he worked hard today. Look at that. These are malams. They're not conducive. They should not be allowed to live amongst human beings. So that's Obi Ezekwesili again. Obi Ezekwesili reveals only achievement recorded on that Tinubu. So that's that one. Let me play you this one. They say regret is a dish best served cold or whatever it is. So I'm only playing you this one now just so we can laugh at him together. The ridiculous guy that is Fayoshe's brother. So watch this one.
Nigeria na bad country. Very bad. Oh, I can't be like an orphan. I can't be like lonely voice in the wilderness. My show. 2018. Now so I struggle with my brother. They no. That boy, feeling we no go agree. I even followed him to EFCC. They shout Magu Ole, Magu Ole. Magu say, who is this boy calling me Ole? They should go and look for anything to rope him. Up till today, they still rope me into a matter where they go court. That my brother now don't take appointments. In Peking is about to be House of Assembly member in Ekiti. I can't be on my own, they face my problem.
Sorry, it dropped. I'm going to bring it up now.
Everything, election, one look for anything to rope him. Up till today, they still rope me into a matter where they go court. That my brother now don't take appointments. In Peking is about to be House of Assembly member in Ekiti. I can't be on my own, they face my problem. They say we tell you, Isaac, keep quiet, keep quiet. You know, yeah. I'm not sure.
All right. I think that one has. I think I'm just going to mute this. It's just Isaac Fayoshe talking about his regrets in terms of how he has given so much to politics, and politics has given him nothing back. So that's I have no sympathy I just find the guy so much clownish anyway. I saw something that he was doing with the obedient space, talking about how they offered him 1.4 billion naira and he rejected it. That's the Tinubu space. He was telling his obedient crowd how the Tinubu space offered him 1.4 billion naira and he rejected it. And it made me think, what is the political value of Isaac Fayoshe to be what? Because what's what point? That's close to that's close to £1 million. That's about $1 million. What is the political value? What is the strength of the voice of Isaac Fayoshe that is what somebody giving him £1 million, $1 million? It doesn't carry any leverage now. It doesn't add or remove anything. The only selling point that Isaac Fayoshe has is that it's a Yoruba man supporting an Igbo man. That's the only cachet. If he was supporting anybody else, if Isaac Fayoshe was an Igbo man, it will have no impact on the political space. If Isaac Fayoshe was supporting a Yoruba man, it will have no impact on the political space. The only impact that if Dele Farotimi was supporting Tinubu, he will have no impact on the political space. The only impact that people like that have on the political space is because of their ethnic crossover appeal, so that the Southeasterners can reference then that Peter Obi is not an ethnic candidate because Isaac Fayoshe, a Yoruba man, is supporting him, because Dele Farotimi, a Yoruba man, is supporting him. So that's the only cachet that their voice has. It has nothing else outside of that. As there's no potency outside of just that crossover appeal. That's just all it offers, and I don't think that's what 1.4 billion naira. But apparently, allegedly, he's saying they offered him 1.4 billion naira to support Tinubu. But let me take you to this one. This is a lawmaker in Nasarawa State. So let him tell his own story to you.
Doctor, you remember the last time I spoke with you about those orthopedic matters? You remember what you told me? This man, do you know me? I said, why I second I care under the ceremony. Don't allow me to be very upset with you. Why are you lying to me? How can you tell me, this is the mattress I bought? Can I?
So there'll be some Hausa language and then there'll be some English language, but the summary of the storyline is this lawmaker from Nasarawa, from the monies that he's stealing at the federal space, he had a moment of conscience prick that then led him to buy 50 ceiling fans, 50 standing fans, and a bunch of orthopedic mattresses for his local hospital. So that was what he said he bought. But then, of course, as we saw with the Malams destroying public roads in order to access the wire mesh, the Northerners they're intrinsically criminal by nature, and even the money he stole that he wanted to use to do some good, the people he wanted to do the good to, they stole from him as well. So let's take it from the beginning again. It's only about 2 minutes, but it's just a little cameo of the Nigerian situation. This is like a soupçon of this can repeat in any other state, by the way. It's not a really essentially another narrative, but this is just an example of the problems we have. This is central to the problem we have in Nigeria.
Doctor, you remember the last time I spoke with you about those orthopedic mattresses? You remember what you told me? This man, do you know me? I said, why I second I tell under the ceremony, don't allow me to be very upset with you. Why are you lying to me? How can you tell me, oh, this is the mattress I bought? Can I show you the mattresses I bought? I bought it for my people. Now, why is the ceiling fans? Where are the ceiling fans? I bought more than 50 ceiling fans. The standing fan, I bought about 40. Where are they? Look at the condition of my people. You are telling me. I'm coming now. You are telling me. Excuse me. You are telling me, Chewa, you are taking the mattresses around the world. I said, okay, take me to the world. Where are they? Let me see them. Because I've had a discussion with the doctor. He told me that the mattresses are selling in the store. I told him, I said, please, take it back to that place. You remember I told you this? It is my money I use in buying it for my people. Why will they be suffering? And look at the condition of people here. For goodness sake. I'll be proud that I picked the hospital and nothing is here. I can't take it. I'm gonna
Water, only water. Only water, where they see ma. Water, only water, where they see ma. Hapa o naido. Hapa you don't come o. Hapa o naido. Oro kẹ̀kẹ́ ẹlẹ́mù yé o. Ilé sọ́dí kẹ̀kẹ́ rẹ ẹlẹ́mù rẹ o. Bobby master kẹ̀kẹ́ rẹ ẹlẹ́mù rẹ o. Chifu Faila ti kẹ̀kẹ́ rẹ ẹlẹ́mù rẹ o. Eruku lẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mù dé. Eruku lẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ ẹlẹ́mù dòde ojàre o. Eruku lẹ̀lẹ̀ Ghana ti dé ẹgbẹ́ bọ́dì o. Ọmọ ẹlẹ́yẹ ẹ̀yẹ o ó dilé o. Odúyẹ̀lá ẹ̀yẹ o ó dilé o. Petrosonama ẹ̀yẹ o ó dilé o. Petrosodúnkẹ́ ẹ̀yẹ rẹ̀ ó dilé o. Ẹlẹ́kọ̀ ọ̀run mú ìní o. Àkùkọ ọ̀run mẹ́kọ̀. Ikú kò ní ríwà gbéṣe o.
And that is right there. Ikuku Nirua Gbeche, may death have nothing to do with us. Joining us, Patrick Uche. Good to see you, Patrick. Hopefully you behave yourself today. That's our Baba right there, your favorite and mine. and equal favorites, Bishop. So plenty of spaces still. Anybody wants to hop on. Thanks for joining, gentlemen. We do it in the order people came in. We go Baba, and we go Bishop, rather Baba, and then Patrick. So we do 5-7 minutes just for you to have opening remarks, and then we'll open it up. Bishop, you're up first. Bishop. All right, we go with Baba. Baba, can anybody hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you quite all right. Let Patrick go ahead because it's always like in a hurry anytime he comes around. So just let 7 minutes be 7 minutes, please.
All right.
And how has been your start to the week?
It's been great. Thank you, Baba. Thank you for asking. Patrick, floor is yours. You know, go talk now, but when somebody is just come here to come and to lay ambush for Zita for when she comes in.
Yeah, I'm here. One man.
All right.
Come on.
Good to have you. Floor is yours.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Salam alaikum. Floor is yours.
Yeah, I just come inside bedroom. Yeah. What is the topic?
We're talking about Peter Obi and Atiku not giving way to each other, even though people are saying the best opportunity would be if all the oppositions came together. And then there was a debate that took place, involved Obi, Atiku, Rotimi Amechi, Sowore, and Prince Adewale Adebayo, and it didn't really present anything new or innovative, but the campaigns have certainly started with kicked off with the debate. And then Obi Ezekwesili, she has come out to grudgingly concede that Tinubu is doing excellently well with the economy because it's now impossible for people to claim he's not. And then Aisha Yusufu is trying to make up reasons why she rejected the House of Representatives tickets that the NDC gave her. But then, of course, she's saying, I'm not even sure what she's saying, but the belief is that she rejected it because she felt she was too big for the House of Reps, even though she has no antecedents in politics. And then we're also talking about the passing away of a veteran Nollywood actor called Taiwo Hassan Ogogo to his fans. You may or may not know about him, but those spaces or anything else that interests you. 7 minutes, Patrick.
Yeah, that's Nigeria Bar Association. I've been a Nigeria Bar. It's not that is not debate. It's just discussion. You know. I watched that thing. I watched that thing. Actually, Atiku Abubakar. I know Atiku Abubakar is the problem. PDP scattered today. Atiku Abubakar, every 4 years. I don't know why this man don't want to give up. And he don't want to allow young men to take that position. I don't know. For me, I will if you have the number, I'll call him. Let him step down to Peter Obi because Peter Obi is a youth, you know, it's a youth. So also step down for him because Atiku is almost 80 years now, you know, or I think so, 80 years. Peter Obi is 60 something. For me, I would advise him to step down to Peter. Let Peter Obi take that position. He will be a statesman, you know, a leader, you know. So
how old do you think? How old do you think Peter Obi is?
Peter Obi is a 65 or 64 years.
Yes, it's nearly 70. You know, it's nearly a 70-year-old man. You know, he's not as young as
no. 65. Okay.
It's nearly 70. It's 65.
No. It's still a youth. It's still a youth now.
When will you stop being a youth?
Peter Obi. See, Peter Obi. Peter Obi, Sowore,
But
Rotimi
Peter Obi,
Amoechi.
Jowore is a 54th thereabout now. They're not
No,
in the
no, no.
same generation.
Showore is a 58 or 55. You know, all of them will be the same age grade. All of them will be the same age grade meeting.
Jowore is 55.
Yeah,
Peter Obi is
65.
65, 66.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Over
No, no,
10
not
years,
not 66.
over 10 years difference in their age now. They're not in the
Yeah,
same bracket.
yeah. All of them is age grade. You can call the age grade. You
10
know
years
meaning of
is age
age
10
grade.
years is age grade. 10
Yeah,
years.
then take 10 years from 10 years, 11 years gap.
It's Peter Obi and Tinubu are they age grade because there's less than 10 years
No,
between
no, no.
them.
Peter Obi is Tinubu is not because Tinubu is almost 70 something. Peter Obi is 60 something.
Yes,
If the
Peter
age grade,
Tinubu will be about 65. So is it
no,
the
no,
same
no.
age?
Tinubu is 70 something, not 60.
Oh no, Tinubu will be about 75 years. So
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it
yeah.
the
It's
same?
not age grade.
Is
No, it's
okay?
not age
So
grade. It's
okay,
already past 50 something. You know.
hold on. The same 10 years. There's a 10-year window between Showore and Peter Obi. There's also a 10-year window between Peter Obi and Tinubu. So how come that Showore and Peter Obi are the same age grade, but not
Let me
Obi
tell
and
how to
yeah? All right,
because I have my age grade now. They senior me
right,
well, but I
right.
did the same meeting with them. You know, they count from 50 to 60, from 70 to 80 is the same age grade. You know, from 60 to 50, the same age grade. From 40 to 30, the same age grade. So we call them
Hold
age
on.
grade.
From 50 to 60 is the same age grade, right?
Yeah, yeah, you can call them the same age
And then
grade.
from 60 to 70 is the same age grade.
From 70 to 80, the same age grade. Like Atiku Abubakar and Tinubu, two of them is the same age grade.
Yes,
You
but
cannot.
Showore is 55 now, and
Yeah,
Peter Obi is
55,
60
almost
is
50 years.
66.
5 years you become the same age grade. 5 years, 65, it will be the same age grade.
55 to 66 is what are you talking?
Yeah,
Carry on, my guy. Carry on.
yeah, 10 years gap. It's same age grade. You know.
Yeah, but it's the
Um,
same 10 years gap between Tinubu and Obi now. So why are they not the same age grade?
because this is 70, they count 70, 80, 60, 50. I understand.
All
I
right,
think
carry on.
you are not the age grade in your own town. You are not
I know, but
meeting.
the logic doesn't logic. So if you are
You
saying
don't have age grade. What is your age
no,
grade?
hold on. If you are saying Obi Showore is 50 to 60, that's an age grade. But Peter Obi is 60 to 70, so that's a different age grade. So Showore and by your own logic. Anyway, let's forget all that. Carry on. We can go stay there forever.
Yeah,
Go to the politics.
all
Yeah.
of them have this meeting yesterday will be the same age grade. Both me and Rotimi and Moeshi, all of them will be the same organization meeting. In my own community, you call them the same age grade. Whether 60 or 50 something, the same age grade. So let me come back to politics. I wished Atiku Abubakar will surrender to Peter Obi because only the man now. Because if you see this election now, I don't think Peter Obi this election Peter Obi have opposition because this election is between Peter Obi and Peter Obi. Tinubu is not there. Atiku Abubakar is not there. So Showore is not there. When you go to social media today, only name you are hearing is Peter Obi versus Peter Obi in this election. Nothing like Tinubu. Because Tinubu already take our mineral resources. They buy buses, cars to dash people, to bribe people. All those things he's doing. Will make it, all those things can never make it win this election come 2027. Peter Obi has already won this election. If you see that yesterday, we see in the hall all the barristers, Obi, Obi, Obi. You see, all of them, they vote for him in Port Harcourt. Rotimi Amoechi, they're strong. They do campaign. No, he don't come here to do campaign. It's just a discussion. If they do a build this one, build this one. No. Rotimi Amoechi, they're strong. Like, I don't know whether he's a presidential candidate. He want to say himself, not Atiku, because Atiku already made tell Nigeria he will restore that subsidy. How can you restore subsidy? Fuel subsidy already removed. You know, Peter will say, no, we will continue remove that fuel subsidy because it's supposed to remove. It's scam. You know, when he asked him the question, he said, I don't know. Well, maybe not be so. No, Atiku didn't say so. You know, so Atiku already said, tell Nigeria who will return that fuel subsidy back. Because I don't believe Atiku, because that fuel subsidy our president removed now. We, Nigeria, didn't see the money, number one. He still they borrow money, past all the past presidents in that country. In 3 years, already won the champion, the first president who removed subsidy and still borrow more than past presidents in 8 years. In 3 years, he never issued 8 years. In 3 years, he already borrow everywhere. So this current president is a failure. Anybody who they keep supporting this government is enemy of Nigeria. Let us come back. I want you guys come back home. I want you guys preparing to come back home by 2027 when P2B won the election. Because I hope P2B will win the election because all Nigeria already made up to vote Peter and Kwankwaso tickets. So I don't want you people continue staying outside the country. I want you guys come back, be that your money and come and invest in your country. The way you have security, it can invest, it can make more money than your UK or London you live. It can make more money in Nigeria. So I support Peter because the man have capacity to bring this nation up again, you know, to bring this nation great again. So let us join hands together and make it possible. Come 2027, please stop supporting this government. This government doesn't have anything to offer. Look at our road. Our infrastructure is very disaster. There's no road in Nigeria. Anywhere you put your head now, it can sleep there till after the following day. It cannot travel from Lagos to East. It cannot travel from Abuja to Benin. It cannot enter bypass. It can sleep there 1 week. I don't know where that road these people are building. You see, when they come say, I'm building this or I'm building, go and watch all the road in Nigeria. Is not good. The coastal road is starting from Lagos Island, Victoria Island. It's not supposed to be so. If you want to be coastal road, if you want to be that road, you're not supposed to starting from Lagos Island, Dalala Island. No, it's supposed to start from Badagry. That is coastal road. That place where you starting to be coastal road, not supposed to be so. Show you that is a scam. That coastal road will never finish more than 25 years coming. They will never finish that road because this man is building road to your estate, his own estate. He's not building coastal road anywhere. He's not. If you want to build that coastal road, it's supposed to be start from Badagry, you know, not to that area, Lagos, Balala Island or Lagos Island. No. So this government is a failure woefully. I will advise you people to make your mind to keep supporting and change your mind and support P2B, not Tinubu. Because today, this one don't have anything to compare in 4 years, in 3 years.
What about Prince Adewale Adebayo? Why can't we support him?
I watched him yesterday. I think yesterday night. In fact, Shore is better than himself. Shore is better. Let me tell you the truth. Chiwere is very more spoken than him. He's very weak, you know. Yeah, he's very, very weak. So all those people cannot win election. Just the deceiving gullible youth Nigeria. Somebody you know that cannot get more than 30, more than 1% vote. They support it. I cannot support all those people now. That man and Showore, I cannot support them. You know, Showore cannot win only. Tell me one polling unit Showore can win. Nothing.
But
How can I support
if
them?
we all back him, he can win now.
How can I back him? How can
Because
I leave somebody like? How can I
because
leave somebody?
you don't think he has good ideas.
No, you don't have any good idea. I watched them yesterday. They don't have
Showore
any
doesn't
good
have any
idea.
good ideas. Prince
No,
Adewale
no,
Adebayo
only
doesn't have good ideas.
no. Only talking. Don't not have any good idea. I see that debate debate. I see it yesterday. Peter just they laugh them. You know that one is a brave man. You don't need to
But does
compare.
Peter Obi have a good idea?
Peter we have very good idea now. Eh?
Okay.
In terms of security, see what you say.
Oh yeah, what did he
The
say?
purpose,
What did he say
he
in
said
terms?
it will tackle all those who it first tackle unemployment, you know. Where you are employing your people, they have job. Insecurity will reduce by 50%. Because what it costs security today? Because lack of job, hunger. You see, I watched your video you played just now. You see all those our brother in the north.
So Boko Haram is fighting for jobs, Abi. Is that what Boko Haram is
Yeah,
fighting for?
Boko Haram fighting because there's no job, lack of job. Politicians give them gun, give them little money, they carry gun, enter bush, they pay them small little bit. From there, they start kidnapper. But if you have a better job like you do in London, can you leave that your job, enter bush?
One man
They
will
look
pass
for
10 minutes threshold.
no, they cannot do that.
All right, 2 more
They
minutes.
cannot do
Bring it
that.
up. Bring it up.
The main insecurity in Nigeria is lack of jobless in country. There's no job, hunger everywhere. When you tackle all those Amajiri people, train them, push them, they enter school. You know, after they finish, you give them job. You cannot see all those things again now. You cannot see them because they will have hope. After I finish school now, I will get job. After I get job, I will be in my house. I will marry, I enter house. There's no need to a governor to marry a wife for them. This is nonsense. I never see a country governor will marry a wife for citizen without job after everything. What do they don't have a job to do. We cannot feed that your wife. You first give them job. Allow them. They marry wife for by themselves. So
All right.
all of them, they don't have any idea past P2B. Let me tell you the reality.
All right, brilliant. Thank you, Patrick. Stay with us, Patrick. Baba, floor is yours.
Yes, thank you, one man. Fellow panelists, how are you doing today? My people in the commentariat, I salute you. The cream of the pack, the duo and tag team of Ayo and Oga. You're welcome. My friend Ufama Michael, Jean Young, they are here up in arms as usual. I just see just traveling man and who else missing here? And all those that are there present. And oh yes, lest I forget, OC, rather welcome OC. How are you doing today? And esteemed viewers, I hope you've clicked the like button as you are wont to do every day as you come in. Don't forget that. And if any of you have not subscribed, I ask why not to do so right now. And don't forget, whilst at it, to also share the program. Yes, one man. Where do I start? Where do I unpack everything? I think, let me thank the Father of of creation. Thank God we don't have polling units in the cyberspace. We don't have polling units there. We don't vote in the cyberspace. So the voting is on the street corner. It's on the streets. That's where the fight is. That's where we'll meet. The woman, the rural woman in Kaura Namoda, in Kutuwenji, in Oshoronga, in Niger State. They don't know where internet is, anything. Those are the people that vote, and those are the votes that count. So there is no problem. Like I've always said it here, I just want to wake up and it's January 16. Let this nonsense be over. Done with. Because too many nonsense going on in the cyberspace today. Obi and his mob, particularly. The mob, they've done so much damage to Obi. I think he's come to that full realization, but he doesn't know how to control it because it's like the tail wagging the dog. Of all the things they've done, two things really stood out for me. And the second one happened just in the last 24 hours. The first one was doing Okukpe when he left the mob, the Labour Party then, the way they attacked him, even abusing him with his cancer illness, as if they will not die again, as if Obi will not die again. Obi didn't see anything. And to cap it all up, Obi saw him in a transit aircraft. Obi just walked past him as if he never existed. That's unforgivable sin. It's not just an offense, it's a sin in my own lexicon. And the second one, they take it too far. I have not watched Yoruba film, I think, for like 12 years. So I don't really have, I know the Mr. Taiwo, Alhaji Taiwo Hassan, through the Yoruba films I've watched some 14 years ago. For them, the mob, to come up today and trashing the dead, the corpse of a man who cannot reply that it was because his support for Tinubu gave him cancer illness. That's why he died. And you, the head of the mob, you kept quiet. Why wouldn't you? The daft that you are. Even when they vilified Wale Soyinka, who helped your people, who sacrificed a lot, and went to incarceration in Inter Center and also Itaoko for over 2 years. You kept quiet. You catching Cruz. We are waiting for him. You understand? Because I was pained. Because these are how the Zikis movement started. Pre-independence. The Zikis movement then. They have the whole mixture, like gamut we have with the obedient. Zik called them to order. And at a point where he couldn't contain them, Zik disbanded the Zikis movement. As bad as Zik was, he disbanded the Zikis movement. These people, they've done too much damage to Obi, and he knows it. I don't think he wouldn't say he doesn't know. The next election is coronation. You can masturbate as much as you want and think it in your head. It's a coronation of Tinubu. Because everybody is simple calculation. If they are split down the line the way they are, like they are now, like in 2023, then what has changed? I mean, we hear everybody, both literate and illiterate, will tell you, oh, if you keep on doing the same thing all over and over again and you expect the same result, is a pure definition of madness. So it's the madness of 2023 that is repeating itself. And why do they expect this different result? There can be no different result. It will only get worse. Because the man they are fighting, then in 2023, has no accoutrement of power. Nothing. he emerged. Now, he has all the accoutrements of power. He's the chief of the country. He controls everything. And you think you can defeat him. Good luck to you. You understand? But
Baba, what do you anticipate? You know, I'm starting to get a little bit bored with the election, so maybe we'll be having conversations outside of it a little bit. What do you anticipate the landscape would look like after Tinubu has been returned?
Kai. Woman, I wouldn't want to open up. Maybe in
because
private.
I suspect it's going to be very ruthless. Because why would he be extremely ruthless?
Yeah. Then go hear him. But lie to lies, not be liars is. Go hear him. Can only tell you small in private conversation. Because a lot of nonsense is passing, not just pass, it's passing under the bridge at the moment we are looking. We're taking records and putting legislation in draft form, waiting for 17th of January 2027. Nobody's going to do anything illegal. It's pure law. Pure law. Not tyrannical law. Legislation backed by the National Assembly. They be used to deal with most of all this nonsense that is going on. I'll just leave it at that, one man. Thank God.
What sense
Hey,
is going
keep quiet.
on?
I didn't interject to one man.
No.
Put him on
What's
leash.
the nonsense now?
Put him on leash. I'm not going to answer you, okay? Let me pivot to OB or Ezekwesili. I don't know. Yeah. I think finally, the truth is coming out. They can't contain it anymore. Even if you are blind, you can feel, you can touch. We have sensory organs. You can smell. You can't see. But now they are seeing. They are no more myopic. The scales are falling out of their eyes. Was I surprised? Yes. For Obi, they are obstinate. But for she to come out, for her to come out like this, for her to come out, that means she just couldn't contain it anymore. She must have been challenged because she's an academician, renowned one. I can't deny her that, of international dimension. I'm sure his compatriots outside must have been asking her, pointing these things to her, and it will make her look stupid or intellectually incapacitated not to admit it to them, because it would diminish her status. And finally, she had to spit out that, yes, okay, he has not done anything, but I'll give it to him. For the Forex team, he's done very, very well. Yeah, I think at the heart of everything is the foreign exchange. Is the foreign exchange that gave birth to the micro successes of this administration today. So for her to come out, I thank God. Maybe she has more.
But Baba, she cannot concede that Tinubu got it right by free floating the naira. She cannot concede that and then argue in the same breath that the people are suffering. Because there's a price to
that's
pay
what I'm
for
saying.
the
That's a decoupling of that multi-windows. Actually, I mean, bringing everything together, coupling them into one window that gave birth to the successes in the micro level. So if she said that, then of course she has to tick other boxes. Even if she does not or did not in that forum, we will tick those boxes for her. Definitely. Because as of today, I mean, we are coasting home a nation. Do you know some of these the Middle East country? Do you know what their forest reserve is like? Hundreds of billions, and we are building. We stood at 252 today, and who knows what will happen in the next 6 months? I mean, they say we are not exporting, we are not doing anything, but I just told you about a week ago that we exported 281 products, non-oil products, 281, 281, read my lips, to 120 countries, raking in 12 trillion naira. That's about $8 billion. And somebody is telling me consumption
How
to
does it help the
production.
poor man?
You understand? Yes, I will tell you how it helps the poor man. Because what happened in Nigeria of today has happened before. We've always talked about the juju musician, the high life musician. Maybe I'll remind them again, if they don't belong to that sphere musically, to go back to Ras Kimono in the late 70s, early 80s, Under Pressure. The track Under Pressure and the track Water Gwan in my country. They will know definitely that there is nothing
What
new.
are gone in this country?
Exactly. Yeah.
You two, you were rarely was for the time.
No, let me answer Solly. Look, Nigeria today has become, I wouldn't want to use the L word like Buhari used, but I would say it's become a funny country where people enjoy idleness. You understand? The business of government is not to create job. Government cannot create job. Government will create the atmosphere for private businesses to thrive. It is the private businesses that employs. But Nigerians of today, they like instant gratification. That money, they would rather collect the money now. That's why it's easier for politicians to give them the right. You understand, right? They want money now. Because the technical schools, the trade schools established are not getting sufficient students. Go learn bricklaying. If you are miseducated, maybe you study Quranic studies or religious studies and your church is not growing, and go learn plumbing, go learn electric engineering or whatever they call them, go learn carpentry, woodwork. But they don't attend. They make those ones even free. That is one. Two, when you have construction site, let's say, for instance, Julius Berger, they have technical staff that are on their payrolls. But when they gain contract for, let's say, a construction road, they employ people massively for that project. 2-3 years, they are still working there. So people, most of the construction site, for instance, unfortunately, sorry, we have the Beninois, the Togolese working in them today, because our people would rather go on TikTok. Our people would rather go on Instagram to abuse their father's age. People who are more successful than 3 of their previous generations, and lampoon them. They have the belief that they could make money in cyberspace, or YouTube is paying them, that is paying them. That is their typical excuses. That is why a journalist of Mr. Udo, if I remember, is his name, who stood and said, I have 3 children in the university, they are not gaining from Nel Fund. And he was laughed.
3 more minutes, Paul.
Yeah, he was laughed. That, where are you sleeping? Please wake up, Mr. Udo, the journalist. If your children, maybe they are telling you lies, and if they are not telling you lies, then you remind them, wake them up, and let them collect their money.
How does that help disabled?
Disabled? Don't stretch me, Mr. Solly. Answer that one yourself, because I could see Nigerian banks now. They have ramps for disabled. They have in the inner offices.
Financially, how does that help the disabled financially? Thank you.
Well, the side of the country I come from, thankfully, mercifully enough, we don't have plenty disabled. I don't think I have answer for that. I think that should be respectfully so to Haviland, our friend Hassan. Maybe we'll be able to answer that because the government
Have you helped the abled people? Never mind the disabled. What's this guy talking about?
So that's the only way I know how to I can answer solely. But the thing is, you understand.
1 man, 10 minutes have gone.
Well,
another person,
let me do the moderation.
How many minutes do I have left?
Baba, you have 3 more minutes.
They just want to disorganize my train of thought, and they've succeeded one way or the other. So let me quickly go to this Amzat thing that is a little bit belated. See, when you give honest advice, the younger ones of today, they kind of lampoon it or poo-poo it. Maybe the houses they come from did not tell them, or they did not read the autobiography of most of the successful Nigerians today. You understand? In my own time, and the people ahead of me, you don't rush and leave your family home. I know, for instance, a lot of the captain of industries today who are Lagosians like me, they still stay on the island. Then in the on weekends, at times Saturday, if you go around all the Uru and everything in the island, you will see beautiful cars. What were we doing then? We're staying in Agbole in one room while building in Ikati, while building Ijesha, before everybody start moving in, and still maintain their one room on the island to go for weekend. So when they left parties in the night, they go to that one room and lay their heads. Even in the Western world, people share rooms. Children, once they leave home, they look for their pal they met in university, they share to the extent that even male and female who have nothing to do in terms of relationship, who are not items, they stay together just to pull things together. You don't just leave school and think you can leapfrog into independence, financial independence like that. I don't see where it is. I know in Solis country, for instance, the population is less and they give houses to young people because that society is so good that even they are tearing down the walls of the prison because they don't have much people in prison. The prison is like empty spaces. So
sorry, Baba. Let me leave you in charge for a moment. Give me a moment. Carry on.
Yeah. So the Netherlands is good because the population is less. But in a country where we have 200 million, because that's where I always put our population, not the 230, 280, 270, the bandy around. We are still about 200 million people. I think our situation is different. So the youths have to tamp down a little. Once you finish school, get a job first. Don't rush into marriage. Stay where you are. As far as you are respectful for your parents, contribute money to whatever you're doing. Build up yourself before you move out. Because rent is not cheap. And I'm not one to ask government to control rent. If government wants to control rent, let them go build their own houses and give to people cheaply. That's their problem. But you can't tell me to build house and then give it out at government control price. It's not more done. It's free economy. So that's talking about what Amzat has done. So what he was trying to say, and people like they twisted it and everything. And for people like that guy breaking the iron, I'm still bristling with annoyance because seeing that thing when one man sent it to me, my spirit was vexed. Vexed to the extent that, I mean, what else does that guy deserve if not death? The Saudi, the Sharia law of stoning, not even hanging, stone them to death. Because I take a walk every evening in my neighborhood. Such things abound. Even this evening, walking around, I saw those iron caps everywhere, block on the drainage. I mean,
Baba,
hmm?
can I chip in something for a minute?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, by all means.
On this, and this is not by in any way condoning that irresponsible behavior, because let me say this here. I that iron condemn something is I detest in my house, and you won't believe this. They scaled my fence and stole the outside unit of my air conditioner split air.
Jeez, not even the air conditioner.
No,
That's
yeah,
the burglary proof.
yeah, no, it's a split. The one that sits outside.
Okay, the one that the outside the engine.
They took it away.
And what about the engine itself? The outside unit.
That's what I'm saying. Is the outside unit they took. It's not the vent inside. The outside, split air condition.
No, I'm talking of the iron now. We got most of houses I see at times, they cover it up.
Me, I did not cover my own. That's it.
Oh, you didn't cover yours.
I just put it up because I never imagined. I used to have very massive dogs. I have 2 Alsatians and 2 Rottweilers. So, but they were not there when I was not at home. So they jumped in. So I'm not in any way. But you see, I got an information about that video because it's so distressing. But what I heard is that actually they are widening that road. And the tractors are actually destroying everything because they are widening it. So those guys, because the excavators and the rest are breaking those what do you call it now, drainage. So those guys saw an opportunity. Instead of waiting for the excavator to come and mangle it up, they are just trying to help themselves to whatever they can. It's not like they were stealing it. It is just for like the spoils of the reconstruction of that road. And that road is being reconstructed. And the person even mentioned the location and the rest. I am not holding breath for them because that thing can. But if we are going to reduce or lower our adrenaline from the anger, that okay, maybe if that is the case, then maybe it can be excused. But the video portrays a completely different message.
Yeah, story. Yeah, thank you for putting light into that. Because I was like, what is going? I was vexed in spirit. Even as I speak, still vexed. And that vexation culminated from 2 weeks ago when we saw the pillars under the bridges in Lagos, where I couldn't believe people could do that. Because the sheer energy you use to break that thing and then cut the iron. Jeez,
Baba,
must be very strong. Yeah.
Baba, sorry, sir. Once again, that's one. Did you also listen to the controller of works, federal controller of works, on that particular one?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
let's know. Put light into
it. You need to listen to him. He said that is not correct. That actually, that was how it was deliberately left. He mentioned some technical something that explains it, that it was not vandalized. That if that thing was vandalized to that level, that bridge would have given way. I'm quoting him. Unfortunately, I wish I can verbatim alliteration, but that's what he said. I will try and look for that video and said, but he said no, that there was no vandalism that happened there. That's the bottom line. That he mentioned it is that is a particular technique that because it's going to be recapped or something, but I will send it to. So he debunked that vandalization accusation.
Yeah, because come on, I don't know what you're saying now. I like explicit thing like this because I was like, I question it myself. You understand? Because putting chisel to those pillars and doing it, how do you cut the iron? At what point do you meet the iron? Even the noises in the night, dead of night, I don't know, because I always apply I ask myself, but then typical Nigerian, nothing is impossible. So I don't know. If you are the next person in line, please, Bishop, take over. Don't let me monopolize the space. Bishop.
All right, Bishop, floor is yours.
Thank you, one man.
I'm here. I don't know.
Thank you.
One man. Is it me?
Yeah, it is you. You were actually meant to be first. We called you first, but we didn't
Oh,
get a
okay. I
response.
missed that.
Yeah,
Maybe it was one of those times that my network was.
yeah.
Because I
Floor is
didn't
yours.
hear. Okay. Yeah. Good evening once again, everyone. It's nice to be here with you once again. I think the main topic is Atiku Hanopi, who is going to step down. Unfortunately, I missed that on that news. I did not know that there was any conversation to that effect. But if there was, I think it's been spelled out clearly now that nobody is going to step down for anyone. And it simply means that we are exactly where we were 3 years ago. And if they went their different ways in 2023, and the results is as it is, or as it came out there, and now they are still insisting on going their different way, unfortunately, they are not going to be able to put up any fight or any serious fight, as it were. So it's just going to be, well, they are going to hand Tinubu the presidency on a platter. It's not going to put up any serious fight. And unfortunately, that will not be anybody's fault. That will just entirely be their fault. So I don't think there is anything to be deliberated upon in that, because this is their choice. If they no, I don't pray that they do. Let them go. It's their way.
Bishop, do you not think that Obi and Atiku not being able to achieve either of their ambitions for the other, does that not tell us categorically that these people are pursuing a self-interest rather than a Nigerian interest? Because if they are saying they all agree that Tinubu is doing a bad job, and they feel that anything is better than Tinubu, then if they are on a national mission, then one of them should have been, because Tinubu succumbed to his own ambition. Now, when they put Buhari forward, he succumbed to his ambition even to Oshibanjo, so because he felt that that was for the greater good. So does these people, two people not being able to achieve ambition for the other one, does it not tell us that it's self-interest that is the propeller rather than anything else?
You are spot on, but you're actually begging the question. I don't think anybody is delusional or is deluded enough to think that Peter Obi is interested in the interest of the nation. No, you said it earlier on. Peter Obi is simply saying, look, even if we be Mumu, give out our own shares to come and loot. I'm still trying to recover from the fact that Peter Obi has the audacity to say he's fit enough to be the president of Nigeria. Every time I listen to him, it's gross. And I'm not too surprised anymore from the people that support him and that are rooting for him, because probably they are not too different from him. Some people have different reasons for supporting Obi, ambitiously so the way they do, because it's just as clear as the day. If you are going to use capacity, or competence, which has become a mantra for Peter Obi, and Peter Obi is considered himself among the people that have the capacity or the competence to rule Nigeria. It's an insult and an assault on our collective intelligentsia. It's disgusting to even begin to imagine. Yeah, he has people that are supporting him, that are rooting for him. They know the reasons why they are rooting for him, so that they can be close to the till and they can have access, unfettered access to this. So you are very spot on. Peter Obi has nothing to offer, and I'm not just saying it for saying its sake. So if you are saying that, is it not that it is for their selfish interest? You are just restating the obvious. It is for their selfish interest that they just want to win that power at all costs. And that's why it's difficult for them to be able to admit that somebody that is better than them at this particular time. You know how many times you know who should have, I swear, run for presidency in 2007 or 2011 or 2015 or 2019. But he shielded it because he has a plan, he has a vision, and he kept building himself. So for Peter Obi and Atiku, shamefully, Atiku has not had the decency to appreciate, to what do you call it now, to congratulate any of the persons that have defeated him in any of the election, whether it is in the primaries. Anytime he loses at the primary, he jumps. Anytime he loses at the election, he always I won't complain. Go to the courts and the usual, fight and fight and fight. And after the whole thing, he will not even have the decency to say, okay, the battle has been fought and lost. Congratulations. They can now move on and work for a better Nigeria. That is Atiku for you. Unfortunately, so. And that is where we are again. They go, I mean, even Buhari that had a split decision in one of the trials. Was it against Yaradua that it was 3-4 at the Supreme Court? He did not go about claiming that he won the election. He knew that the election was really, really, really flawed, the 2027 election. But he did not go about ranting that he won the election and some don't let me call them, some ignoramuses are still thumping around that they know that Peter Obi won the election, and Peter Obi shamefully will still go to people. But it's the Supreme Court, the same court that gave you your mandate that made you a governor. If the Supreme Court had not given Peter Obi the mandate that made him to become the governor in 2026, will he ever be thinking or imagining of becoming a president in 2026? But he wants to rubbish every institution. He wants to demonize. He wants to destroy every institution that have come to his aid at those times. But that is not the issue. The issue is this. Yeah, what are the things that are at stake in this next dispensation towards the 2027 election? Who is prepared among the candidates and even the one that is the incumbent now? Who among them is confidently able to say, I'm better than the candidate that I was? Let's remove sentiments. Let's remove schism. Let's remove hatred, cynicism, jealousy. Let's just remove all those little petty things. Who among them can say, I am effectively? Dabi was talking today, just like we mentioned earlier on, about saving money. If they are saving money, the money will have become $10 trillion, 10 billion, yielding 10 billion, is it $10 trillion or $10 trillion every year?
Did you understand any sense in that? Because it was saying that they should save the money that is accruing from the subsidy removal. So save it to what end?
I'm still struggling. I'm still struggling to make any sense out of what he said. So for me, election, we are here now. God will help us continue. There's this saying that when you do the things, the old things the same way, how do they say it? And you're expecting a different result, then something is just definitely wrong with you. We are here. The race is starting already. So let's see how people that believe. I was here a couple of days ago, and then I don't know if it was this one that spoke earlier was lecturing me about economics. I was telling me, even as I'm an economy illiterate as I am, as bad as it is, some of the things he was saying, it was. I mean, well, how it is. So moving forward, the meeting they had today, the village square or the town square or the.
Well, were you disappointed that there was no representation from the APC?
No. Why would the APC go there to go and do what?
Exactly.
Well, it's a public debate now.
No,
man.
be doing yama. No way. Absolutely.
Man, I beg
I
you.
for don't mad if they go there.
All right. If the APC was not represented, then are you disappointed that that Peter Obi turned up? Because if the APC does not turn up, then he should not. Because if it's lower, if it's in conversations with Showore and Adewale Adebayo, then that stratifies him to that level.
That's where he belongs.
So is either
that's
in
where he belongs.
but in brackets with Atiku and Tinubu, that's how the Nigerian political space sees it.
One man, Bishop. Let me ask the two of you: who is bigger in terms of performance, qualification, who is big as an administrator between Obi and Rotimi Amechi? As far as I'm concerned, Rotimi Amechi would trump him 10 times.
Just in terms of their CV, Rotimi Amechi's CV is stronger now.
Performance?
Yes. He did better as the governor of Rivers State than Obi did in Anambra State.
What about as minister? Yes, ma'am.
But yes, that's where it trumps him, because he also has federal experience. And Peter Obi doesn't have federal experience.
Baba, it's actually insulting for you to be comparing Peter Obi with Rotimi.
No, Abi, that one man I know.
Forget that Amechi says anyhow and behave anyhow. It's not in terms of leadership. You can't compare two of them.
I agree with you.
Okay.
I agree with you.
Actually, yeah, I'm struggling to see. I lived in Rivers State in the days of Amechi. I'm struggling, and I supported him, ironically, interestingly, because I thought he was, even though I have a friend that was his classmate, his same state. My friend was a medical doctor. He knows him very well, and he says some very unprintable things. But I was supporting Rotimi Amechi there. I don't know why. I'm trying to remember. To rationalize why I was. So, but putting him side by side with the Peter Obi, I know Anambra State very well, more than some people even imagine, because I lived in the three main cities. I know the three main cities of Anambra. I live in Oka very well. I did in Onitsha. I used to live in Omagba Phase 2 before I moved to Awada Estate. And when there was this problem with Omata, I moved into the barracks. I had a quarters in the barracks, because in the barracks, you can free. Those days, 7 p.m., there was curfew in Onitsha. You can't go anywhere. You'll be robbed. So, but our boy, Pesci, fine boy now. So we're living in the barracks, because I have a young officer that was a friend. So I had to leave Omagba Phase 2. So, and I lived in Oka, Eke Oka Market, very close to us, a very rare place, just after they made the place capital. And I lived in Newi. I used to stay in this guy's hotel. What's his name? This guy that just died, that owns this football club. What's the name?
I forgot his name.
And I know what Peter Obi did as governor. And I keep asking people, is it this same Peter Obi that everybody in Anambra State, Twitter just come? I told somebody one day on Twitter, I said, if you can find anywhere that any Anambra indigene praised Peter Obi during his reign as governor, at least from 2009 to 2014, when Twitter was just coming on Facebook, or this Niger something, this what's that online something that people used to run that time. There's this one online conversation channel.
Naira Land.
If you can find, I promise to give you 100,000.
They used to slaughter him on Naira Land now.
And everybody, all of a sudden,
everybody that lived in Anambra at that time, they were describing it as the worst governor.
Anambra
or Naira Land.
Yes. Fear enough. I am not boasting. I know Anambra fear enough. Apart from doing my NYC there in those days, in 1993, I still remember. Then after my friend was, I said, if you can bring me just one of those Naira Land article or write up, or I will give you 100,000 Naira. There is no question. The guy could not bring me one. But the same people have turned around. But you are telling me it is not because of. So what is it? I have said it here before. In 2022, I was on the road. One day I said, okay, let me be very fair and listen to Peter Obi. I drew up on, what do you call this now? YouTube, 5 of his interviews. Overnight, I was listening to them back to back, back to back, back to back. And I've said it here before, and I'm saying it again. I said, okay, let me just be fair. I listened to 5 of Peter Obi's interview. I was listening, I was taking notes. It was in the night. I was in my truck, in the cabin. I put on my iPad, and of course, your engine was on. And I was listening and I was taking notes. And after listening to 5 of his interviews, I came to the conclusion that no. I called my friend I was talking about Peter Obi to me. Tell me more about Peter Obi. Because I know Anambra State. I went to Anambra State in 2014. My friend's mother passed. We used to call him AGK, George Francis. That day, I let my car, I had to sell that car because it got into a ditch. When I was trying to back it out, it was a Camry, 2008 Camry. When I was trying to back out, the transmission gave way. I took keke. The water, it reached my chest. In Oka, the capital city, under Peter Obi's reign. I had to go from there. I just moved to Nnewi to go and stay with my friend because I only came with one cloth to the burial ceremony. So what is it that Peter Obi can point at? Everybody, including the same senator now. I've not even seen him. That senator with the tall cap, the former chairman of Apuga. Ume was cursing him. That Peter Obi was a failure, a disaster, a this. He could not even, they begged him to he wants to always do a one-man show. They begged him to organize local government election. He refused. He wants to be the only elected, blah, 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 blah. But all of a sudden, the man just turned around, praising Peter Obi today. It is an insult on our collective sensibility that Peter Obi is being presented. And it is an insult on the Igbo intelligentsia that of all the brilliant people the Igbo land can produce, Peter Obi is the one they are putting forward. For me, yesterday, today, and tomorrow, Peter Obi is a dullard. He's lucky. He's made his money. Anyway, we ain't making money, not a problem. And instead of making good, you spend that money in silence.
But Bishop, I've said it here severally. I said, if we all choose today as Nigerians and told the Igbos, please bring one person, we want to make that person president. I've said it here before and I'm repeating it again. They will never present Obi. Obi will not even be their 5th choice. Now it's time to be corrected.
But Baba.
Yeah.
And Zita is here as well, so Zita can correct us or correct me if I'm being misguided. I think they will choose Peter Obi because Peter Obi is a particular ethnic brand of the Igbos that the Igbos like. So if somebody like Soludo, they will consider him too Nigerian. Or somebody like Umai, they'll consider him too Nigerian. But Peter Obi is a hard-boiled ethnic man. And that is exactly what they want.
One man, I will slightly, 1 second, please, ma'am.
One man, when I go answer you that.
Yes, come after Bishop.
Go ahead. Let's go ahead and answer.
Okay, thank you. One man, if we say this thing you just said, it means that we did not follow what happened in 2023. If you follow what happened in 2023...
Hold on, Nazita. Before you go to 2023, start from where Baba started from. Start from where Baba... Because Baba's poser is, if the whole country concedes that we want a Southeastern president, he said Peter Obi will be the last person that will be presented. And I was saying that Peter Obi will be presented because he's very ethnic.
No. That's why I want to give you the justification before I say the no. I want to draw you back to how Peter Obi became popular. in 2023, wasn't the Igbos that projected Peter Obi. It wasn't the Igbos. It was the Bini people. For reasons I don't know. They were the people that started that gingering. Ginger. Igbos have no choice. At first,
they
even
coined the word obedient, actually.
yes,
The people, the Benin. Yeah.
at a point, Igbos were, even the iPod, were skeptical. It was like a tap on the Igbos. Go now, haba. No be your brother, they ginger this thing. And that was why Igbos, all the governors and all, they just put their hand on their chest. Watch that mess that happened in the 5 eastern states as an election. So no, he's not an Igbo choice. He's not. He was something that was happening in Edo. They were running that round. People, obedient, this, that. It was entering Delta State. It was like a tap on the Igbos. So he's not.
Okay.
Don't even go there. Don't go close. He will not even be the 10th.
Oh.
Okay.
They won't see him.
So, one man, I will just adopt so that I will not be taking time and being repetitive. I'll just adopt exactly what Madam Zita has said. And I'll just add to it that, look, judge, if we misjudge the judgment of the Igbos by thinking they made a right choice in printing Peter Obi, subsequently, any of their choices will be well scrutinized because it has been established, I'm sorry, even though I am not, that they have flawed judgmental capabilities. If actually Peter Obi was their choice, but I am telling you, it was not. It was a circumstances. It was something that was superimposed, you know.
Is it I actually got it right? Just like you said, Bishop.
That's what I'm saying. I adopt that position. I'm just trying to add a little bit to that. So we're not going to judge their judgment by that Obi. I won't call it a menace now. Obi shenanigans. Let me borrow that word, because that is not. I know people. Let's look at. Let me try back a little bit. I have some friends, very wonderful people. They've lived in Lagos, live in Southwest. They're Igbos, true and true from Anambra. The way they detest Nnamdi Kanu and even Peter Obi, but it's something they cannot say out. Can you imagine? They detest Nnamdi Kanu so much, but they don't have the courage to say it outside. But silently, they were praying that God should just help. Buhari just take care of Peter Nnamdi Kanu. Make it just, silent this guy. But they did not have the courage to say it out in any shape or form. Can you imagine? But they were living in, to the extent that when the parents of one passed and they were going to do burial somewhere in Anambra, I won't mention the place, in fact, in Ihiala, all their guests stayed in hotels in Asaba with military escort. This guy paid millions, I'm saying millions in the tens, to the IPOB guys to provide security so that they should not disturb, just to carry the dead body to go and bury and come back to Asaba to come and do party. They did not do anything at all in Anambra. And you tell me people that I want to be happy. So the fact that many people did not have the courage because of the mob action to come out openly and oppose Peter Obi does not mean that many people did not detest him. A lot of people detested him, but they could not come out. So I hope, I pray that this coming election is going to be more about issues. That people will bring issues, will deliberate, will have. Peter Obi cannot even have a decent, fact-based conversation. Forget about quoting figures, 10 million, we have 15. Look at the with the, what do you call it? It
In
was
Malaysia,
look at the nonsense.
500,000 people. In Indonesia,
Look at this nonsense he was spewing yesterday.
he
At
has
some
not.
point, I got lost.
He has not given us China yet. Now,
I got lost.
Round about this time, he'll be telling us China. Now,
I'm telling you, I got completely lost in the labyrinth yesterday. He was quoting figure that money, if we save it, 18 trillion, we'll build hospital, we'll get how many.
You know, Bishop, it shows a rank lack of understanding because Taiwo Yedele came out just about 3 days ago, thereabout, and he talked us through that subsidy figures. He told us that approximately 16 trillion was the savings from the subsidy. And out of that 16 trillion, no more than about 5-6 trillion billion, no, about 5-6 trillion actually goes to the central space. And then the rest of them goes to the tiers of government. But Peter, we were speaking to the narrative of the totality. So is he saying that he will abandon the sharing formula and hold on to the six? He just didn't understand any of the figures at all.
Peter Abi wants federal government to come and build primary health care in states and local government, when he knows very well that primary health care is the function of local government and the state government. But he wants the federal government, he wants to go and build in every ward, he wants to build 8,000. If somebody could be so pedestrian to the extent of saying that he will visit all the 774 local governments of Nigeria to go and ask them what is their need, you can begin to imagine that he will go around. And my brother,
but he also said that he will only serve one term, which is 4 years. So by the time he's done that tour of 7, then what time does he have left for governance?
Let's even assume that he's able to cover 3 local governments in one day. Let us assume without considering. How many? So 3 local governments in one day, 774. How many will remain? So how many days? That means you have used more than 1 year already.
Over a year, even.
In just touring to know their problem. You now go back to Aso Rock. I mean, how did we get here? So, give me one more topic, one more. I've already spoken on the vandalism. Give me one more 2 topics. Let me just rush through them.
All right. Let me pause you and go to Zita and Soli, and then we'll open it for more comments, just so we don't hold them for too long. I actually wanted to bring this up, Bishop, as we were talking. Was it we were making the comparison between Rotimi Amechi and Peter Obi, and as people were suggesting that Rotimi Amechi was a better governor, so I interrogated that. So this is Rotimi Amechi as a governor. Rotimi Amechi was governor of Rivers State 2007 to 2015. His record is particularly associated with roads and bridges, education, healthcare, security, and power/infrastructure. There are also some disputes over the scale and completion status of particular projects. So it goes on to list the achievements of Rotimi Amechi. Major achievements area. What Rotimi Amechi administration did: roads and bridges, more than 300 roads, bridges, land reclamation, and shoreline protection contracts awarded. Port Harcourt urban roads, so he did that. Education, he did that. Declared an emergency in education, introduced free and compulsory education through secondary schools, recruited more than 13,000 teachers, embarked on major programs of modern primary and secondary schools, model schools. The administration planned roughly 500 modern primary schools and had completed and equipped hundreds by the end of its tenure. Scholarships. Rivers State sponsored students for undergraduate, postgraduate, healthcare, built healthcare centers across
health centers. Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yes, built health centers across the state and developed referral facilities, including the Professor Kelsey Harrison Hospital and Dental Hospital, Our contemporary reporting put the number of new health centers at more than 100. Doctors, Rotimi Amechi, his administration recruited hundreds of medical doctors. The figures are approximately 400. Power, his administration pursued power generation projects involving facilities such as AFAM, Trans Amadi, and ONE. Port Harcourt monorail initiated the Port Harcourt monorail intended to provide mass transportation, developed sports infrastructure, including the Adokiye Amasimeka Stadium Complex. Agriculture developed projects including the Songhai Rivers Farm and agriculture and fishery initiatives. Port Harcourt international profile. Port Harcourt was selected as UNESCO World Book Capital 2014 following the city's successful bid. Amechi's administration strongly promoted the city's literacy and cultural program. Security. His government made restoration of security as a major priority after a period of militancy and criminality in the Niger Delta. The administration linked improved security to attracting businesses and investment back to Rivers State. Biggest achievements in infrastructure. It goes on. Particularly prominent projects include Rumuala, Rumuala and Rumakuta Road. And Rumakuta all right, and then Ada George Road, Ekwere Road, Olu Obasanjo Road, Oginegba Road, Stadium Road, Eleme Junction Flyover, Obiri Ekwere Interchange, so just countless. Amechi's government recruited 13,000 teachers, undertook teacher retraining and recertification, and embarked on a huge program of modern primary schools. So the list still carries on. No, these are all
the monorail, for instance. Wike did not continue it. So it's moribund. It's a white elephant today.
All right. So those are achievements.
Programs. Yeah, it did well, no doubt.
Those are achievements of Rotimi Amechi. And the same exact question, the only change is name. Peter Obi's achievements as Anambra State. You see, those are concrete, quantifiable things. But this is Peter Obi's achievement: fiscal discipline and savings. That's the achievement: fiscal discipline and savings. It says left office with substantial cash reserve. I'm not sure how that's an achievement. Education reforms, increased funding and support for schools, especially mission-owned schools, returned to churches. So you see, these are ambiguous terms. You see, with the Rotimi Amechi ones, they were giving us figures and they were giving us substance, but these are just ambiguous terms. Introduced large-scale ICT programs. Anambra became one of Nigeria's top-performing states in national secondary school. And then healthcare, upgraded hospitals and health institutions across the state, supported mission hospitals through partnership and funding, helped establish specialized facilities such as the Joseph something or the other heart center, and expanded maternal and child care services. Infrastructure, constructed and rehabilitated roads across the state, created long-term urban development plans for major cities such as Oka, Onitsha, and Nnewi, began development of government administrative infrastructures, including 3 arms zone and secretariat projects. So these are the Obi list. It's not anything in comparison to, by clear distance, far superior.
They didn't talk about miracle centers, yeah.
You know, it did nothing in Anambra State, and that's what the data tells us. But Zita, floor is yours. Oh, did we lose Zita? Oh, Zita drops, but we have Solly. Solly, floor is yours. If you're still there, Solly. Hello. He will wait for me to call him Amubo before he switches on. Otlo Mubo Yoni, Solly. Solly. all right.
Okay. All those things you are mentioning now, what do you know about good governor? To be Coastal Road, Abi, the legacy project.
Yes, now.
One
Yes,
man.
now.
Aye. You see, Anambra, the
Which one
time
is
people
better? Which one is better? Build Coastal Road or save money in the bank? Which one is better?
no, any state it can have service. You cannot run a state without service. Even
Right.
say a
But you
businessman
can
can
run
have
it without
service.
roads. You can run it without roads.
Yeah, P2B more than 900 kilometers of road. Nobody, no governor do that.
But we just
You
ran
know,
through the list now. We just ran through
that road.
Rotimi Amechi versus
How many
Peter
kilometers
Obi.
of road? How many kilometers of road Tinubu built in Lagos?
Endless. I don't study the
Can
kilometers
you
now.
mention how many kilometers of road?
Peter Obi built.
P2B built more than 800 kilometers. How many kilometers of road
That's
Tinubu
a
built?
lie now. Where
Not to,
you
no,
get?
no, not to a lie, not to a
Okay,
lie.
go and bring your proof. Where's the 800 kilometers of road?
P2B built 10 lanes. 10 lanes. How many 10 lanes Tinubu built in Lagos?
How many kilometers is
Lagos have money. Lagos have money than Anambra State.
You don't get
But
to be right.
P2B performed than Tinubu.
You don't get to be right just from shouting. Shouting does
Yeah,
not do
10 lane road. I mentioned one from Opiweka to
Guy, just how many kilometers is Upper Iweka to wherever? How many kilometers?
You go and check it now.
But you just told me now that he built 900 kilometers. So how many
Yes,
kilometers?
how many kilometers of road Tinubu built in Lagos?
No, you mentioned Upper Iweka.
I have the record here.
Okay, then read them out. So how many kilometers is Upper Iweka? I have
You
the
say what?
internet right there. How many kilometers is Upper Iweka?
Go and check, go and verify now.
Are you not from there?
One man, please, can I interject?
This guy, carry on.
When you are talking about Anambra State, where P2B is the governor of Anambra State. Anambra State does not have money. Anambra State don't have money. You cannot compare Lagos or Port Harcourt and Anambra State.
It thinks we're just shouting here.
It's not solid.
It's not solid now. Solid is a civilized human being.
Who is speaking?
It's
Patrick.
Patrick. Okay, Patrick, please, can you hold on for a second? Let me just say something. I lived in Anambra in 1993. Peter Obi did not construct. Upper Iweka Road was already in existence. Did he rework it, repair it? Did he expand it? Or let's use the word, is he removed? Yes. But to say that Peter Obi built Upper Iweka Road from the head bridge, I know where Premier Brewery was, that we used to follow that road, stroll till we reach, which they call this their market, before you start going ahead. So how can you say he constructed that road? Yeah, he repaired it. Maybe we should upgrade that repair. Hold on.
Okay, Opiweka, you know that time. How many lane Opiweka is that time?
Let me finish now. Maybe he repaired it or upgraded it, or let's even use the word rebuilt it. Yes, you are saying how many lanes? It was 8 lanes before. He added a service lane to it on the flank. So you are saying he built them.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
Hold on,
my brother. Let me tell you, stop lying. Opiweka is two lane before.
Keep quiet.
Two lane. Don't know Opiweka. Opiweka is 2 lane before.
Shut up and listen to me. You call me a liar.
I know. No quarrel in place. This is politics.
That's bigger.
No fight.
Shut up.
No fight.
I was respecting you before. You are a
no fight. No fight.
Idiot.
Uncle Professor, no fight.
I'm telling you what I saw.
Opiweka is 2 lane. It's 2 lane, not 8 lane. 2 lane before P2B came.
2 lane
and the road is poor.
How many lane is
my brother? Make us stop propaganda. Make us stop propaganda.
Shut up your
No
fucking mouth.
governor in
You got to
no
shut up.
governor
You
in
will shut up
Nigeria
and listen to me.
it can
You will
compare with his
shut up
P2B.
your rotten,
No
disgusting mouth and
governor
listen
in
to me. I
Nigeria
say you will
since
shut up your
1999
fucking
it can
and rotten.
compare with
You will
Peter
shut up
Obi.
and your fucking.
P2B is
Both
the
you and your Peter Obi will shut up and listen to
ex-governor.
me.
Can you
You
P2B
and
will
Peter
be
Obi will
still
shut up your
ex-governor.
fucking rotten,
You will still be
disgusting,
your
hot,
president.
irritating
You will
mouth and
still be
listen.
your
You
great
will shut
president
up
come
your fucking mouth.
2027, whether
You will
good or
shut
bad.
up your
P2B
fucking
or
rotten,
nothing.
disgusting mouth and
P2B
listen
or
to me.
nothing.
I am
You
telling
can
you,
cry
will
from now
shut
to
up. Shut
December.
up your
P2B
fucking
will be your
rotten mouth.
president. Stop
Who is your who
propaganda.
is this your who is
Stop
this who is this
propaganda.
irritating?
No
Who
P2B,
the
no
hell are you?
Nigeria.
I'm
No
even
P2B,
engaging
no
you like a decent
Nigeria.
human being.
P2B will be next
You worse
president.
than an illiterate.
No
You president
P2B,
of
no
president of
Nigeria.
Agulu, president of
Yes,
Agulu, right?
P2B will be
President of
president of
Agulu or president of
Nigeria, whether
Anambra
you
State.
like it or not. Whether
Disgusting
you like it.
illiterate. You subhuman. Who
P2B.
are you?
We in Nigeria is already made up. Vote P2B or nothing. P2B or nothing.
In your Anambra State, in your
Vote for
widest
him,
dream,
whether you like
in
it
your
or not.
widest dream,
Whether
in your
you like
widest,
it or
he will
not.
be your
P2B
president in Igbo
manage
land.
our resources.
President of
P2B
Nigeria.
manage our little resources Anambra have and give Anambra good governor. If he don't know, yes, cry from now to December. Cry from now to
Where were you in 1993? Where were you?
Cry from now to January 16. P2B will be your president.
Can you hold on,
Where were
please?
you?
Cry from now to January. P2B will be your president.
You have been crying. You will still cry again.
Can you hold on, please? All right. This is Upper Iweka Road in Anambra State. So I'm not sure where's the 10 lanes. That's Upper Iweka Road. Where's the 10 lanes? That's Upper Iweka Road. Patrick, show me the 10 lanes.
In the show house now, no be house. This is not.
No, this is Upper Iweka Road. This is show me the 10 lanes.
This is not. This is not Upper Iweka.
This is Upper Iweka Road.
No.
Guy, don't worry about the nonsense now.
No. I will show you Upper Iweka. I'll put my video. I'll show you Upper Iweka.
Don't worry about. Just stop.
It's
this
10
nonsense.
lanes.
Can you please now? How many people will shout at you? Look at what my search. Upper Iweka Road in Anambra State. That's the search, and this is the result. So this is Upper Iweka Road. This is as at 2 years ago. So where's the 10 lanes?
Count it now. Count it. Count the road. Count the road now. You don't know the meaning of 10 lane. You don't know the meaning of. Just watch that road now. Count it now.
Count what?
They don't know the meaning of 10 lane.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Bring that, expand that picture now. You see, it's 10
Where's
lanes.
the 10 lanes?
You don't know the meaning of 10 lanes. Oh God.
I know the meaning. I know a lane now.
Okay, 10 lane means one road now this. 4 car can pass. The other one, 4 car can pass. The other one, 2 car can.
This is Upper Iweka Road. Where's the 10 lanes?
Bring it now.
It's on your screen.
It's very tiny. It's tiny.
You these people, man. Where's the 10 lanes is what I'm asking.
This is 10 lanes. If you don't know the meaning of 10 lanes, now
show me the 10
picture.
lanes.
Oh God.
Just say stuff. Where's the 10 lanes now?
This is not Upper Iweka. All those things
Upper
you
Iweka
Road.
Road. It's not Upper Iweka Road.
You never show the road very well now.
This is it. It says
expand that road.
Can you see? It says Upper Iweka gets a striking makeover with bold, black, and white flair. So this is Upper Iweka Road.
This update is about Upper Iweka and partially Head Bridge. Upper Iweka is shining everywhere, is brightened up, and today we are going to see how Upper Iweka is looking in details. And in continuation of what I brought to you, that is being constructed at the bridgehead on Onitsha. You are everywhere.
Where's the 10 lanes?
Nobody cares. People
it's 10 lanes now. It's 10 lanes.
No, it's 500. 500 lanes.
One man, is it only 4 10 lanes we have in Nigeria?
I don't even see where the 10
Do
lanes
you
is
have
because
anything? Do you have
it's a,
We
10
have
lane in
4
Igbo
10
State?
lanes in Nigeria. Lagos Badagry, Omaru Yusa Yaradua.
Lagos Badagry is not 10 lane.
It's 10 lane.
No, it's not 10 lane. Lagos Badagry is not 10 lane. It's 6 lane. You people, you are not engineer now. Engineer can tell you what is meaning of 10 lane. If you bring that up your work and expand it well, you will see it. You count it very well. You will see
Yeah,
car.
one man. I asked Chat GTP.
It's only
If you
4.
want, I can read it to you. What Chat
No.
GPT said.
And one
just
lane
hold
like
on,
this.
just hold
4
on for
car.
Baba, please. Let me just mute you. Yeah, Baba,
Yeah,
let's hear that. Yeah,
yes, I asked.
and then after Baba, we go to Zeta. Yeah.
So I asked how many lanes. It says yes, it has 10 lanes. The Upper Iweka Onisha Head Bridge, Upper Iweka Corridor in Anambra State is commonly described as a 10-lane road, but there is an important qualification. The main dual carriageway has 3 lanes in each direction. I repeat that the main dual carriageway has 3 lanes in each direction. That's 6 lanes, while the service roads add another 4 lanes, 2 on each side, giving 10 lanes in total.
Was that not what I said, Baba?
Yeah. So contemporary reporting also confirms that the service lanes were expanded on both sides.
The service lane were expanded. I was in Anambra in 1993. I drove that road, Premier Brewery, where my friend was serving. So he lives in London now. I can link him with one man. He's a lawyer in London now. Was just there. We used to go there every evening to go and shack, to go and help them to taste their beer that is just coming from the, what do you call it? So this one, I don't know what he is, where he was in 1993. Cannot be telling me about. Yeah, Peter Obi reworked it. They reworked that service lane because it used to be like everybody was extending their shops to that place. Because I was still going to Anambra to Onitsha even after that time. But to come and say Peter Obi built or constructed a 10-lane Upper Iweka road, that cannot be. In fact, that is disgusting. Humiliatingly disgusting. 10-lane road where? Yeah, it was 3 road, which was a federal highway because it came from that head bridge from the other side of the bridge from Asaba Head. Then he expanded it and repaired it, reconstructed it. Yeah, they put some things. In fact, I remember that December they put all this Christmas decoration and the rest. And somebody is coming out to say Peter Obi built 10-lane road in Oka, in Onitsha.
Baba, is that a state road?
You mean Iweka?
Mm.
I don't know, honestly.
You should
I don't
find
know
out
whether
because
it is.
in the international map in Nigeria, it's only 410 roads Nigeria have. I don't know what you people are talking about. Anyways.
The Bishop has already explained it now. He built additional service roads for the. Anyway, let's just move on from there. Zita Floyd shows.
What you people are discussing about, did Showore confronted somebody today about the 13-moon strike, right?
Yes, did you see that on that debate? But it came out with an explanation now, Bishop.
Do you give what that strike? What the meaning of that strike?
Please,
do
it's
you know the
my
meaning of
turn.
strike?
Excuse me, it's my turn.
Anambra never have strike because they have a private sector. P2B a quick private sector. So there's nothing like a debt in Anambra State. Make it stop that propaganda. P2B funded them, So
Woman, whose turn is it?
stop all those propaganda. If you say go to Anambra State today, most of hospitals in Anambra is private sector.
Patrick, you have to let
If he
other
doesn't
people
shut up, you
speak.
kick him out. When I finish, he can come back.
All hospitals in Anambra is private sector. It's not government.
All right, sorry about that. You always lead us to that space. Carry on, Zita, rather. Yeah.
You see, woman, this your platform, sir. The kind things where they hear for this your platform, they tire me. Anyways, so Showore eventually asked him, and he defended himself, right?
Yes.
What was his defense?
I'll bring it to you in a moment. Carry on.
Okay, so this is a man. I don't even know how to. Honestly, sincerely speaking, one man, I think Nigerians are, or the world is, we are diminishing in value on planet Earth. Because I don't understand this. Somebody ruled the state for 8 years, came out of that state, contested for vice president. Nobody from that state, like all the politicians, follow him. Traditional ruler, all his aides. The same thing in presidential, politician, traditional ruler, all his aides, and still, people still have the effrontery to come to this platform and fan him. There's some people say he has empathy. Some people say he has sympathy. Some people say he
How
has
many
comfort.
politicians supporting Showore? How many king is supporting Showore?
So he's at the level with Showore. Thank God you said that. So because Showore is another cocoon. So you just
Zita, let me just bring you quickly what he said. Hopefully you can hear it.
Please, mine will not be, I'm not answering, I'm not defending anything. I'm happy that most people from Anambra, some people from Anambra are here. Thank you. Doctors will strike for 13 months. The only thing doctors have never said is why they went on strike. If anybody here can tell me why doctors went on strike, then I defend it. When I became governor, there was no single school of nursing accredited in Anambra State. Our university did not have a teaching hospital. Our hospitals were not accredited. And I decided after several months to deal with our doctors. When I put money in general hospitals, they transfer it to somewhere else. And I decided, wait a minute, and I decided I'm going to work with the agencies, schools owned by the churches, hospitals owned by the churches and everything. And I started funding them like ENU and everything.
All right, so that's what he said. It's very difficult to make head of. It's just gibberish, you know. Just gibberish.
Yavi. Oh man.
But at least the one thing you have to take is that he admitted the drug, because these people will come here and tell us that it never happened.
Yes,
So
that
but
is
he has admitted it by
admitted
himself
it.
now. So,
Yes, because I had a lot of abuse, more especially in your platform concerning this. And it's not only that, people are not informed. Before I come to the yappy he's talking about, teachers, schools went on strike 30 months too. But the difference is that 30 months was divided. Do you understand? Then went the first ones 7 months. Then when there is will I call it a pause in the middle. There is a pause for some months before they start another one. So they went for the first one 7 months. They went for the second one 6 months. That is 13 months too. And that is the time I saw an accident that will never leave my being till I leave my physical body. I saw an accident in Ebuoma Uli Road that we never, more especially, the accident happened at Afebu Junction. It will never leave my being till I leave my physical body. It's actually a little bit of psychology of me. The moment you mention that this man is contesting for, I get irritated because what I see is that accident. You know, sometimes when you stay in a position, an office, you don't know what your policies and your decision, the havoc it causes downstream. Anyway, You see this yappy he's saying. He said the doctors has not said why they went on strike. Ask him, the doctors, are they consenting for president of Nigeria? Okay, the president of the doctors union or president of whatever or doctors chairman in Anambra that time, is he contesting for the president of Nigeria? If he is, we would have asked him why he's going on strike, why he went on strike. So Peter Obi, who is contesting for the president of Nigeria, to tell us why he shut public hospital in Anambra State for 13 months. That is actually is criminal, if I may put it. In some countries in the world, this man will not be standing here talking this rubbish. If he couldn't solve that problem, he would have resigned and walked away. But hell no. Nigerians said they want everything working like where they are sitting abroad in the privileged comfort zone, screwing down YouTube and screwing rubbish. They said they want things to work in Nigeria like that way. And this man is their presentation. At least one man. Are you still there?
At least Peter Obi never sacked any doctor.
One
Peter Obi
man.
never sacked
All
any
right,
doctor.
I'm just
On
going to have
Lagos,
to.
they sacked all
I
of
will
them.
kick you out now.
They
Just
sacked all of them in
I will
Lagos.
just kick you out now. That's it.
One man.
All right. Yeah, carry on, Zita. After Zita, we'll take it to the back because I have to come off the computer. But carry on. Yeah, we're here.
One man. There is one good thing today. I give Showore, right? That's his name. Credit for throwing this thing at him today. And one thing has been established from the horse's mouth. He has admitted that during his administration, God of mercy, that doctors went on strike for 30 months. As he's speaking, that man is supposed to be stoned. But what do I know? Another topic. I don't want to talk. You said that Atiku and Obi said what?
Oh, they said they are not able to come to an agreement on working together.
But one man, you are making a mistake now. Peter Obi was never. Atiku was. Okay, let me rephrase it. Let me take the upper hand. Atiku, Obi was nowhere in Atiku's camp. Obi was never politicians Atiku roll with. It was 2019 that Obasanjo, I don't know what is he still alive? I keep forgetting that guy is still alive until he comes out to say one thing. Anyway, he brought this Obi stuff to hand over to Atiku for reasons I don't know. That then he will support Atiku and blah, blah, blah. Obi and Atiku are not political friends. So I don't know where all these Atiku and Obi join together, Obi join together, Obi come together. I don't even know where you people get that bullshit from. Because you cannot tell people somebody who was somebody's principal in 2019, come 2023, the man said again, I'm going. Instead of you to support him or find your way to be his vice, you run away. Oh, what's going on? Why am I echoing? You ran away and then went and formed another party. And then now, 2027, you people are now telling the other man, step down for who? For this clan? And now you guys have done that, it's not working. You are still forcing the two clans to join together. I mean, I'm sick and tired of this man is a clown. We could have forget that when he finished. Should be one man.
We are listening, Zita.
One man.
Just carry on amongst yourself for a moment. Somebody comes after you. But carry on.
Tinubu gets me very angry.
Here.
Tinubu gets me very angry. Okay, I'll be using Baba. Tinubu gets me very angry. I told him to buy Nnamdi Kanu. he removed iron from his sentences. If he doesn't give this man what I call flogging, when I mean flogging, like the election result will like they keep Peter Obi on the table like this. Opening bomb bomb. This is a global platform. Make Tinubu and his supporters they hear me plus his aides. They should keep Peter Obi on a table. Lie Kwankwanzo underneath him. Make sure that Kwankwanzo's leg overlap. Give them flogging. If Tinubu no flog this clown, flog with votes, then let somebody come here and tell me that the Tinubu is a political guru.
No, Zita, forget it. The flogging will be even beyond the presidential election. The flogging will be beyond 2027 election.
They should
Don't worry.
flog this guy has the guts to come into Nigeria and be talking blah blah blah, making claims. Come and go and verify. Go and verify. Somebody who has been in politics since 1999 has not sponsored anybody, supported any young politician somewhere to become something. And he wants to compete with others that have been sponsoring people here and there, giving people money for the election and whatnot. He's giving money for the North.
I saved money. Is that an achievement? You were not giving that money to go and save it. You were meant to use it to develop the people.
No,
and that's why,
money, where is the interest?
According to statistics, Ngigi gave him 46% poor. You understand? Obi made it 46. It was Obiano that took it back to 20.
He saved the money. Where is the interest?
No, they don't even let us ask those moral questions. But the function of a government is not to save money. It's to use that money received and the one you generated to help the people improve their life, better their life.
But it's actually unfortunate that we are talking about that idiot.
Honestly, I don't listen to him anymore.
Look at what he's saying. If the doctors and tell you, have somebody asked why the doctor? Of course, people will have reason why they go to strike. Whether it is a flimsy reason, it's a genuine reason, it's a strong reason, it's a soft reason, it's a stupid reason. As a leader, your job is to bring something in the middle. That's why you are a leader. You cajole left, cajole right. Tap left on the leg, left to move. Tap right on the right, boo. Before you know it, two of them are standing in the middle. That's why you are a leader.
I can understand your angst. You get my point, because this is a man coming to tell us he's going to reconcile Nigeria. You couldn't reconcile LP. You couldn't reconcile a political party. Neither can you reconcile your political position with that of Atiku. Are
you telling me that?
And you say the whole nation like Nigeria.
The whole of Anambra, if there is no woman in Anambra, there is 500,000 women in Anambra. People suffering from liver problem, kidney problem, all manner of terminal diseases in Anambra. The whole shelter in public hospital. This man ignored them. He didn't care.
For 13 months, that's crazy. 1 year plus.
You see, Baba, when you wake up in the morning and you're healthy, and I'm actually, I am holding myself, struggling to hold myself about Obi supporters. They come to this platform to insult me. I'm struggling really hard to hold myself. Because if I see them in person, they won't like me. I won't like them and they won't like me. I'm struggling really hard to hold myself up on those people. Do you know, Baba, that if you wake up in the morning and you're healthy, every day, you have never suffered from terminal disease, you won't understand what that man has done. But if you are somebody who rely on hospital for survival, anywhere you are in the world and you hear that a human being shut down hospital for not 1 month, Not 2 months, not 3 months, 13 months. It is unheard of.
How did the people survive?
And people, this platform to talk.
But it
When
was saying people were not dying en masse. That's his excuse.
oh,
He
really?
said that?
Hold on.
I got off mercy.
The judges said, I'm supporting private sector. And we had a disagreement. If the doctors are very effective, in 13 months, there was no mass death. That means
there was no mass death. So
and the people are listening to this idiot.
does he?
And they
Did
come
he
to this
expect
platform to insult me.
mass death?
Thank God he's
So
talking.
wait, let's look. Let's give him some this thing. So he was expecting mass death so that he could blame it on the doctors, or what exactly was he disappointed about?
Yeah, but more to it, Zita and Baba. He knew that mass death could be a consequence of the doctors being on strike for 13 months. And I've been checking online. I cannot find a period that in Kenya the longest was 200. That was the longest strike that I've seen. But so he knew that mass death could be a consequence of it, and he did not do. You that don't anyway. Carry
Okay,
on.
let me say something. I will tell you something that happened in the United States. It was a story that I wasn't part of, but I was told the story in 2020. And I have a very extremely intelligent niece. I dropped the story to him and he asked me a question, a very intelligent nephew. I dropped that story to him. He asked me a question that swept my feet. What was the story? You know, in 2020, Baba, they were doing this fund the police, dismantle
Defund the police. Yeah,
that idiot called Olauma
Black Lives Matter.
that where she come from, police was abandoned. She came to United States to say, I want total dismantling. That was the word she used for
That's
police.
Ilian, right? The woman from Somalia.
Idiot. So when we were arguing it, I was thinking the world has gone crazy, maybe because of pandemic, because it's actually ridiculous for anybody to say such a thing because police is a necessary devil. Somebody now told me that somewhere in New Jersey, some time ago, that a particular county in New Jersey, I don't know whether the story is true. I'm coming to this man saying there is no mass death. Please have patience with me. He says somewhere, be patient with me. He says somewhere in New Jersey that one county in New Jersey rejected police post, police precinct and everything, and then crime came down. That the crime went down. And ignorantly, when my nephew was complaining about people saying defund the police, he now said, if something happened to you, who are you going to call? I now told him that one county in New Jersey, they said didn't use police for some time and crime went down. Do you know what the boy asked me? Who gave the statistics?
The Democrats.
I was so shocked. He said, where did they get the statistics? Because it's the police that they chest crime. They know, they were the ones trying to know which crime is which one is which. They have record, they have everything to put it. So if you decide to be using community idiots to walk around the community, who gave you the statistics that you said the crime went down? Now that is one. Secondly, I'm saying this in a global platform. The city in the United States called Chicago, they had, I think, their first female mayor in the history of that city. Her name is Lori Lightfoot. The city is, they call it the mother city of the world. That means for every hour, 2 people are gone down. That's the record. Weekends is over bad. So police was recording those things. When she became mayor, she told police to stop recording those things. She said they should stop recording crime. That's what I heard. And then 3 months later, she came out and announced that crime has gone down. Am I making sense?
Go ahead.
They voted her out. The city was so angry. They voted her out. Now, police, doctors are the people that treat people. They own those patients. Do you understand? They see those patients. They take all those statistics. If you chase them away, can you ask Peter Obi where he got the statistics that there was no mass death?
No, you shouldn't be saying that in the first place. You shouldn't be saying that.
Where did he get the statistics? Because number one, people no longer come to hospital. You've shut down the hospital. So people die in their homes. Oh, is he saying that they did not call him that one whole village have died? He has to make a mass burial. No.
Please, if you guys don't mind, can I just chip in something, please? Because
Go ahead.
it's so many misinformation that is being peddled out here with so much with so much emotion. And you see, in 2027, it's not going to work. And it will be nice for us on this platform to do a little bit of research before coming out, to talk on issues like this, because, it's a way you tell a story, and you tend to exhibit your ignorance, and nothing as bad as coming to a public place like this to exhibit ignorance. But let me just go ahead and tell you, give you a background of what happened in Anambra State. The states, the federal doctors were there, were working. The problem they were having was with the state doctors. And what was their problem? They wanted uh, uh, they wanted a match with the federal doctors working in the states. They wanted a match in salaries. So what did Obi do? If you have to match the state salary to that of the federal government, to that of the federal doctors, then it's going to be like 100% increase on on the state doctor salary. Then Obi talked to them and I said, they went for a meeting. Obi said, okay, we don't have enough to pay 100%, but can we do 60? The doctors refused. I think he came up with 40, then he ended up with 60. The doctors refused, and the doctor decided to go on strike. Now, not all medical facility in the state was shut down. The federal medical centers were still open. The private hospitals were still open. But the doctors, what they are not telling you is that most of those doctors in the state had private practice. So they didn't care about the patient, because some of you talking about making it a one-sided thing. As a healthcare professional, yes, it's true that you need to be paid, but you also have to have the compassion aspect of you to, to deliver, services to these people. You went on strike for 13 months. Where was your own conscience as a medical doctor? If you went for 100% and you were given 60%, could you say, okay, let's take the 60% because of the patient and keep negotiating with government? Most of you don't even know the background to it. That is why I am giving you this. Even prior to Obi coming to government, they've been owing those workers. You can laugh all you want. You can laugh all you want.
Just said, all you just said, Joel.
Let me just land. Even if I'm saying something stupid, let me just land.
Okay, land.
Let me just land. So the federal medical centers were open. the private medical centers were open. What Obi is trying to say is this: that then there were rumors that, oh, if the state government facility closed down, that a lot of people were going to die. The doctors themselves have private practice, so they had no problem going on strike. So nobody is talking about the corruption within
What
the
co- what what corruption?
within the medical sector in Nigeria. Or have you not heard where medical doctors medical doctors in private state and federal clinics having private practice, drawing the
That's age
clients?
that's age long now.
Oh no, it's age long, but it's corruption. It is corruption. You cannot. If I come to your store to buy something, Baba, and I got there, saw what you're selling, and told a friend, "Hey, guy, see, you can get this thing maybe 20% in my friend's place. I am killing your business. Remove Obi from it. Even here, doctors are being persecuted for it." So what Obi did was saying, look, you guys are comfortable going on strike. Well, we are going to go ahead and build more medical centers. Since we had, because they had some other doctors that were ready to work outside of the ones that went on strike. They recruited more. Boromir Hospital was built then. Iyenu of medical center was built, and this other one. Where's the other one? So the issue there is that he may not have done it the way you wanted it, but at the same time, you cannot question the outcome, because at the end of the day, the doctors came back and took the 60%. So what are we
After
talking
13
about?
months.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
So you can laugh what you want.
Zita, round up so that Solly can come in.
Okay, Babao,
Mm.
you see, it was very nice and pleasant the way this thing is being explained. The good thing about it is that the man in question has been going around the whole Nigeria, even outside Nigeria, campaigning, speaking. And not once, not twice, not three times, not even. In fact, this one was Showere's drama. He has never sat down to explain what he meant to say, but now they came to one man platform to tell you what he meant to say.
No, it's you that has not been following Obi.
Hold
He's been
on.
saying it.
No,
He has addressed the issue of the 13-month strike. You are the
no,
one not following him.
no.
You understand what
I
I'm saying?
follow
They've
him.
asked him in
No, I
news.
follow him.
Hold on.
And they
Go
are
to
playing.
Arise. He's interviewing on Arise. Rufai asked him that question. He answered that question.
He did not
That was
explain
over
this thing you
2
are
years
explaining.
ago.
Hold on, please.
And
We can pull out, if one man is here now, he will pull out him and Rufai's interview. He did not explain this thing you are explaining. You are trying in your
no,
explanation.
it is public knowledge, madam.
Please, let me finish now. It's my turn. In your speech and in
It's not
your
something that is
defense,
hidden. You can go
see,
to
in
Anambra
your
and you ask if I will get
explanation,
even more facts.
No,
in your
nobody interjected with you well. Let her finish, please.
in your explanation and in your submission, you are trying to warp sentiment, which is very good, though. Don't get me wrong, but you are not the one to do that. It's the man in question. He is the one that is supposed to say, this, I gave them 60, they did not accept. I do this, I do that, I do that. He will be the one to explain all the avenues
And
he
I'm telling you, he
tried.
did.
Please,
I'm
let
telling
me
you, he
finish.
did.
But wait
Please,
now, Joel,
please,
please.
let me finish. He is the one, like now they brought him that place yesterday or day before, whatever, whenever nonsense they did it. He
In
is the
Port Harcourt.
one that is supposed to seize that opportunity when Chowere threw that in on him, he will say, yes, this question has been asked me several times, and I have done an explanation. If I were him, God forbid, that will never be him. I will thank Chowere. Chowere, I thank you for bringing up this. Now, let me use this opportunity to clarify what happened to people who are listening and being walking and saying what a ridiculous situation. He will start by explaining this thing. 100 times they ask him, 100 times he will explain, because it's not every time he explains, everybody is listening. But you came here this morning to create a beautiful story, whopping sentiment, and even adding the fact that doctors that are doctors, didn't they care for their patients? If Tinubu no flog that man in January, the thing I go do Tinubu, now God go serve him.
Okay, before we go to Solly, Madam Zita, let's hear Jewel at least. Maybe he has something to say as a form of addition to his points. Jewel, you have anything to say? Just for a minute, please. Oh, it's not there. Solly, are you awake? Oh boy. Solly.
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Okay. The floor is yours. All yours.
I was even here the last
Get
time.
close to your mic, please.
Okay. I was even here the last time one man was calling my name, but
Ah, okay.
I just zoned out when Patrick was ranting, trying to agitate Bishop, because the last time I spoke to people in Lagos and I heard all the plans that they already have for Igbo people, I honestly don't even feel like arguing with any Igbo person already. Because they've already started, Tinubu has not even entered, they've already started enacting their plans. And these are people that are working in government, just that people don't know that they've already started enacting their plans. When you are coming here, you are agitating Bishop, I don't understand. Is this something that works in the East? Because outside the East, you are just motivating people to work against you. And the worst type of people are the people that will not talk, the people that will not argue with you, the people that will not fight you, because they will go behind the scenes and they will make sure that they plan something so evil for you that you will never escape it. I call this self-sabotage. And I noticed that a lot of Igbo people do this, especially Igbo people in the East. You are sabotaging the careers of Igbo people outside the East. And I believe that they know that they are doing this, but they just don't care. They just don't give a fuck about other Igbo people. You are making their life hard. Tinubu was the one that
How?
fought.
How,
Sorry?
sorry? How are we making people, Igbo people's life hard for
Okay, let
saying
me
the
let
truth
me
or what?
let me let me let me give you an example. Tinubu was the one that fought for Igbo people to enter political spaces in Lagos State. Do you know that?
I don't
Did you
get,
know that?
I
Be-
don't
be-
get
be-
where you're
be-
coming.
before
I don't get where
before
you're coming from with that.
before, Lagos State was very picky on the kind of people. In fact, if you are not, depending on which state you are from, in Yoruba state, you may not be able to get a position. When Tinubu got there was one guy that elected. That guy made so much money from Tinubu that he started buying almost all the lands in Lagos State. And Yoruba people were shouting, they were ranting, and
What's his name?
Tinubu,
What's his name?
I can't remember his name. If you use ChatGPT, probably you'll find it out. Just put in that context. And Tinubu was defending this guy. All the Igbo people that were there, Tinubu was defending and fighting for them. And Tinubu helped them stay in their position. When you
The
look at
same way Tinubu defended the Fulani. Carry
when,
on.
when you look at the last election, let's look at the most recent one that you can remember. Do you know how many Igbo people had high positions in Lagos State? Now, can you compare that to how many of them have those positions right now? You have destroyed their political careers. If you want to do your agitation or you want to do your political plan, do it in silence. You don't need to go and start insulting everybody, agitating everybody, confronting everybody, telling people that, oh, because you bought land from them, they are stupid. And now you have built up the place. You own the land for a 99-year lease. You
There is
know,
no more 99 years old.
but every land belongs to government. So basically, the land still belongs to Yoruba government. So it's just that you are so intoxicated on minor, little wins that you now think that you've won so big. Now you want to trample on the people that you think you've won over, forgetting
I don't
that
know.
those people still.
Sorry, excuse me. Sorry, right? You see, sometimes when you speak, right? I stay in Lagos. Most of these things you're saying, I do not see them. I don't know where you're getting all this stuff from. That people, what are you talking about? If
Well, you
Tinubu put
see,
people in government, hold on. If people put Tinubu in government, Igbo people in government, they were deserve of it.
all right,
And when they when hold on, please, when the need was done, when he had no need for them, today they're not in government.
all
The
right,
Igbo people has always succeeded without government.
all right.
So do not use please do not use positions of government,
Okay, all right,
as a carrot. No, 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 no,
all
no, no,
right,
no, no, no. It's not what we're doing here. What,
all right.
see, this is the thing. This is the thing. This is the thing.
Can
I
I
am happy you
respond? Can
said.
I
I am happy
respond?
you
Because
said.
you are going on a. I thought you just wanted to
Hold on,
respond. Let me respond to
just
now.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. I am happy you said that the people, the Igbo people that came to your land to buy land, they bought it themselves. They bought it. They did not snatch it from you. That is huge. So whether you want to do it after 78 years, or after 88 years, or after 200 years, if you want to resell that land, I believe that what gave them money to buy it in the first place will give them money to buy it again. We are in Nigeria. Stop making this thing look like it's a Yoruba Igbo
You
thing.
see, you see, that
It's just the way capitalists work. If you have a
Joel
product
of
and I want to buy,
Nashville.
I buy. If
You
you make
see,
it too expensive, then I will not buy.
all
It's
right.
just that simple.
Joel of Nashville. Now, you see, when I say these little wins, you start trampling on the foot of the people that gave you that win. You just said, and I'm just going to use this as an example because obviously you will never see it until we use you as example. You just said that those people use their own money to buy those lands, right? And they will still have money to buy land again. Let me tell you something. In Alausa right now, if they see an Igbo name, coming to come and register land after you've paid your hard-earned money to buy it, they don't care
Mm.
whether you spent 1 billion naira or 200 million naira. Do you know that they are not registering Igbo names right now?
It's okay.
But no, wait, please.
It's all right.
Can you just let me finish? Let me tell you how you destroy Igbo yourselves.
Solly, why are you saying this now?
No, let me just tell you because these guys they
No,
are just self
Solely,
sabotage.
solely,
I
solely,
feel like
Solly,
can we
solely,
just
mudu
please
ẹlẹ́dẹ̀,
please
inú
solely. Take it
ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ ní ń
easy.
gbé.
let me wait
Solely,
now.
solely,
Can you just let me let
solely.
me
If
just tell him
you have a
how
product and you say you don't want to sell, I will not
can
buy.
you
But I want to
Joel
tell
of
you something.
Nashville, can you
There's
relax?
something they call
I let you
Okay,
arrogance.
speak
okay,
now.
Joel, can you just let him? You know he's
Then let me
agitated
speak.
now.
Let me
Just
speak.
contain him. Let him
I
finish.
let you
Then you
speak
have the
now.
right of
I
rebuttal
let you speak.
or
You
contribution.
are a tribe
Let him flow.
of self-sabotage. That means the same thing Peter Obi is doing. Nobody can demarket Peter Obi more than Peter Obi. Give him a microphone and he will demarket himself. That is the exact same thing most Igbo, I'm not saying all, but most Igbo people do. You just came here and said that it is your money, and if you want to buy the land again, you buy it. What is the point of a land that you've bought that you cannot register in your name? Can you tell me that? That is wasted money. And who is the cause of that problem? You think that you don't understand when somebody, if a Yoruba, if the current governor of Lagos State says that he wants to chase all the Igbo people out of Lagos, there is nothing that he will make it constitutional, he will make it legal, he will find a loophole to make sure that you have a ID card and you need to apply for a permit and you need to tell them what exactly you want to come and do in Lagos State. Do you know that they can do that? And that is a way that they can legally push out all the Igbo people. You just keep on making your life harder and harder for yourself, all because you want to brag. All the bragging that you have been doing, is it worth it? You are making your life hard for yourself. You are making the life of other Igbo people harder for themselves. What kind of self-sabotaging? Why do you hate yourself? You think that you are winning, but you just hate yourselves. That is all I see. Every action that you take is an action to destroy yourself. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
A tribe that just takes action to continue to destroy yourself. In Asia, they mention your name right now. In Ghana, they mention your name right now. And you still brag about it. This whole South Africa issue started, it was triggered by an Igbo event. And instead of you to say sorry to the people, you continue to brag about it until these people started killing black people. It affected all of us. Is it because nobody is talking about it? So what do you benefit from 5 seconds of bragging? Just 5 seconds of bragging. Are you a woman? All this kind of is a very feminine behavior. You destroy everything that you've worked so hard for just because you want to brag for 5 seconds. What the fuck? What the fuck? I've never seen anything like that before. I've never seen anything and I've traveled to so many continents. I've never seen anything like that before. You just bragged about you having the ability to buy land. Now they've blocked it from you. What are you going to do next? What are you going to do next about it? You want to go and fight government? Not even your own government, though. Another person's government. You want to go and fight them? They will make life harder for you. What is this now? And I keep trying to tell you guys, it's not as if I hate you. I'm warning you. I'm trying to help you. But you don't want to listen because you want to brag. Just because you want to brag. You are even, and I'll be telling Igbo people, and they will be insulting me. You are lucky I'm talking. Because the Yoruba people that are not talking, they are worse than, see, if you think Fulani is bad, the worst, most evil people you can find on this planet are Yoruba people that will keep quiet and they will
We know
plot you.
now. We know.
And
We know.
when they
We
plot
know.
you, you will never be able to escape it. You will never be able to escape it. Fulani is not you. You will never be able to escape it. I just pity you guys because once Tinubu wins, these people are going to go riot. They are going to come after you, especially all those ones that what they call them the silent majority. Those ones that have been keeping quiet. All those people like this guy that they insulted that has white beard and white hair. All those people that work so hard for Igbo people that you insulted, that they just kept quiet. Do you know that they're working behind the scenes to come after you after 2027? Do you think that bragging means that you are winning? Do you think because your voice is loud, it means that you are winning? You have no idea what these guys have prepared for you. I just used to pity you. I literally just used to pity you. When one man called my name, I've already given up. I don't see the point of talking anymore. Because once I started hearing all the things that they had planned for you, I just knew that there's no point arguing with any Igbo person again. They are ready for you. I just pity you. They are ready for all of you. And they are going to do it constitutionally. They are going to do it legally. It should just, God, you don't even know what is coming. Keep on bragging. I don't understand. Why do this to yourself? Why do this to yourself?
Sorry, round up for your information, panelists. One man will be shutting the platform down after Solly, but I think he will give Joel a space of maybe 2 minutes to say something. But Solly, try and round up, please.
No, I've rounded up. Me, I've given up hope on them. They don't listen. They've self-sabotage so much. I don't think they can ever come
But
back.
Tinubu has to win first now.
We already know he's going to win.
Okay.
You know,
Let me go.
They made it so easy for him. Instead of them to plan, organize, come together, strategize, they were busy insulting. They've been insulting for what did you get from the insult? Nothing. You just very feminine behavior. You just want to satisfy your emotion. You had years to plan, to plot, to strategize, but no, it's insult game. Even the last election, the same thing you did in the last election, you were telling everybody your plans. Do you think that when you're telling people your plan, they will just be sitting down there and they will be watching you? Did you hear any APC member tell you
one man,
plan?
send link for Arogidigba, please.
Did you see any APC member ever come out to tell you their own plan? But you go out, you want to brag.
Sorry now, make I talk now. I beg, you'll be saying the same thing. Make I talk now. They'll also shut this thing down.
Okay, Joel. One man, don't forget to send link to Arogidigba before you put it in the back.
Well, thank you very much, Baba, and to my fellow panelists and to our listeners. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be listening from. Joel of Nashville on the One Man Show. It's been a pathetic night. Night full of misinformation, emotions, misplaced emotions, I would say, and scare tactics.
to make us feel like, doom is coming. No doom is coming. Solely and to those who support what Solely is saying, I have not come out here to tell you how many lands I have in Lagos State. I don't know who you're listening to. Probably you should start listening to more reasonable people. And I think that most of these things that you bring up here are things that you just made up on your own. And the way you keep repeating it shows that it is something that was practiced and rehearsed. And if there was anyone standing feminine tonight, I think it was Solely. It's so unfortunate. Solely said that the Igbos started everything in SA, and I don't know when that happened because of the kingship. Probably you need a history. May have to go back to 2019 and look up Burna Boy's posts and to tell you that it's been long coming. They've been looking for issues. They've been looking for. They're just grabbing straws to ensure that they carry out. So when it happened, Nigerians weren't the only people that were chased out, right? They're chasing out everybody. And I was thinking that some of you, like you, Solly, would learn from South Africa. After doing all the chasing away, how is the street today? What am I trying to say? You cannot threaten us out of Lagos. Nigeria is still a country. When Nigeria ceases to be a country, then we can have that conversation. I repeat, you cannot chase us out of Lagos State. If you want to, if you say you don't want to sell land to us, that is fine. That is within your rights. But stop using these scare tactics that you're going to deal with these people. If you say you don't want to sell land to the Igbos will take their resources somewhere. You make it look like if it's not Lagos that they will leave. No. Arrogance goes before fall. I don't know what has given you that confidence that you just chase Igbos away. If we say Igbos go, we go. We take our resources somewhere else. So talking about the Igbos abroad making Nigeria look bad. Well, the last list that Trump was going to send, the last group of prisoners that Trump was going to send back to Nigeria. I wish you would look up that list. It was about 65% Yorubas. None of you talked about it. I don't think any of you would, because we have so much hypocrites running on this panelists. But it's okay. It's about the Igbos. Look, on a final note, let me just say this. You see, we either have a country or we don't have a country. We must decide. What we are doing now is just playing politics. Obi said he is better, and Obi is selling himself. Tinubu said, I am better. He is selling himself. Atiku said he is selling himself. None of you here could have the guts to talk about Atiku. But every time it's about Obi. And I see so many people get so emotional over things that have no knowledge about. Like I said earlier on about what Obi did in Anambra State as regards to the 13 months, that is the fact. I am not here to say you dummy. I'm telling you the facts. In fact, there are some other things that I'm not even saying. You go and do the research, and so that when you come out well informed. When you come out here and you spill out all this stuff, people with senses will look at you and say, you have baked. You either have baked or you're emotional or you just pretend to be stupid. And all of the both is what is being exhibited here. Go about Obi. If you look at Obi today, Obi has presented himself. Let's talk on issues. And if we must deal on issues, let us talk about facts. I've not seen any of you come out here to castigate Tinubu, the present government. It is sad. Let's go into the 2027 election setting our candidates and with facts. I have many things I could say about Tinubu.
But many of you
You've
are
been
not even
saying it
saying it.
freely.
You are
It's not
concentrated.
like
You are
you are hiding
concentrating.
anything. You call him druggy. You call him.
I know, but there's some.
Um,
They
There are
cannot
some
say
motives.
Tinubu because the Tinubu don't do anything. They cannot say Tinubu. Tinubu.
no, let's have one
Let's
man, please. It's not, until you are
let's
called, don't speak, Patrick, please. So
Baba.
carry on, Joel.
Yeah, Baba. The issue with me and Tinubu is just simple. I do not think that Tinubu is my president in the first place. I think that he stole that election. Obi won the 2023 election, and it's my opinion,
Oh, you're
and I have
entitled to
right
it.
to it. I'm
Correct.
entitled to it, and I mean, if we want to talk about facts, we can talk about facts. But the issue here is just simple. What kind of, if Tinubu was in government, if people doubted Tinubu prior to coming into 2023, it behoves on Tinubu to correct those impressions. He was in power, or he is the one in power. You have all the resources to do whatever thing you want to do. I am myth that solely is concentrated on Igbos, but did not see the amount of cars that Tinubu brought out for campaign. Where is all those money coming out from? We are talking about billions of naira.
But he did it in
Billions.
2023 too.
Hold on.
Without being in government. Didn't he?
Hold on, my brother. But this one, look, you say he did it in 2023.
Yeah.
We get it. Right? But right now he's in government. It's even more. Because we didn't see those kind of giveaways, like the one we saw in Imo State by the by what they call the city boys and all that. You see a lot of money being thrown around. How can you explain to me that today, Baba, the first time I experienced vote buying, it was 20 naira. In fact, they were doing 100. At the time, I remember when they did 500, people were like, what is going on? 500? Baba, in Oshu State, they were buying votes for 20, 50,000. It is ridiculous. And we knew where those money were coming from.
Do you consider inflation?
Baba, let me round up with this. 'Cause I don't want to sound like a broken record. Let me round up with this. You see, when I look at all this money being thrown around, I believe that those monies could have done Tinubu's image good if it was properly invested. He wouldn't have to buy these things that he's buying today if he had worked actually for the people. When you don't do enough to live in the people's hearts, you have failed.
But wait, Joel, wait. When I hear you guys say people, Nigerians,
yeah.
Do you know, I asked myself, am I not a Nigerian? Am I not a people? I'm not in your camp.
You're a
Let me
biased
finish my
Nigerian
question.
because he's from your place.
I'm not part of you guys. So why are you enveloping me in that pocket or something? I don't understand this. It's like
Baba,
they say,
it's either you're in Nigeria or you're not. Baba, you stay in abroad. You don't stay in Nigeria. And when the Bureau of Statistics from Nigeria, the Nigeria Bureau of Statistics, is telling you that about 140 million people live in abject poverty. You are in abroad. And that is the reason why I say, if anybody is supporting Tinubu from abroad, that person should go and live under Tinubu. Go to Nigeria and live. You can't stay in abroad.
Well,
Why you have your countrymen fasting? Most of us are not Nigerians. Most of us are just here.
Okay,
Probably
you just mentioned my name.
Under military.
Well, I stayed here, but for your information and guidance, I just came back. I think about is it not up to 2 weeks? You understand? I have my one leg home and I have my one leg abroad.
No,
You
I'm just saying
understand?
that you should have just stayed in Nigeria. Move
Let
back
me
to
finish.
Nigeria.
I am interested in whatever happens back home, and I'm involved fully. You understand that? That is why I'm always here contributing. And this is the only platform. And of course, a lot of things are happening. So just round up, Joel, just in under 1.5 minutes.
I am done. No, I am done. My thing is just this. In 2027, we're going to make it about the issue. And for some of us that are afraid, or because I see it as a care tactics,
you know,
Okay,
Obi is going to be on the ballot. Just deal with it. It's not going
Oh,
to
he will.
hurt
He
you.
will. Most
He will be on the
definitely.
ballot.
Yeah,
Let's
of
go out
course.
there
It's my
and
wish.
struggle it out. If Tinubu wins, he wins. If Obi wins, respect it. That's all.
Oh, sure.
If Tinubu loses the election, I want to say this: he must leave that seat.
Why not?
If he lose that election, he will leave the seat.
He will leave.
Let us
Okay,
put it that way. And if he wins, great.
Wait, Joel. Didn't Trump leave in 2019? Oh, of course, he will leave. No doubt about that. He
finish
lost.
off.
So
Joel, finish off.
thank you, Joel of
Wait,
Nigeria.
Wait,
So
Baba, can I
Arogidigba,
respond?
it's
Can I
your turn.
respond? Can I respond?
Okay, just Arogidigba, wait, just 1 minute.
of course, all your mommy, Omoro. Go on.
All right. Hold on. Baba, two minutes for everybody that have not spoken, and then after those two minutes, at any point I may shut it down. I won't shut it down immediately, but at any point, but
Okay.
everybody just so that everybody would have spoken. So if I shut it down abruptly, nobody will feel that they didn't get to speak. So two minutes, and then we'll just see how it goes after that. Right? Sorry.
So
Okay,
first
sorry.
Yeah, so first of all, I never said they won't sell you land. I repeated what I said many times. I'm not sure, maybe you didn't listen to me, or maybe you are just trying to calm the nerves of your people. But you see, if you like, buy as much land as possible as you want, right? You are just setting yourself up. Then I never said you made Nigeria look bad, right? I said for the fact that Ghanaians, South Africans, Vietnamese people, Philippines people, all these countries, what's the name of this country? But there are so many countries. They can now place where you are from in Nigeria. They can even they can even place what state you are from. Shows the kind of unique issue that you have. Everybody, there's literally a video of a Ghanaian politician pinning it down to your. I can play it right now. I can play it just right now.
To the police station and take the report. Yeah. You will see that 80% are Nigerians and they are all Igbos. There's no Yoruba man. There is no Fulani Hausa man. Yeah. Go and look at the murder cases where people have murdered people with heads, holding heads, and other things. They are 99% is Igbos. Igbos. Go and look for armed robbery. Where people will stop cars. They are all over the whole country. They are in every part of Ghana. Selling spare parts, bicycles, parts, what do you call it, phones, and they are a serious threat to our society and our sovereignty. They are the one doing the armed robbery. Yeah. They are the one doing the prostitution. Now you are comfortable allowing such a man, even telling him that you have, look, diplomatic ties does not mean that you should be foolish. No. Diplomatic ties doesn't mean you should be foolish and sell out your country.
Okay, that's all right, Solly. Please go ahead.
So this is
Round up.
Ghanaian politician. So, everybody cannot be wrong. And you said, I'm interested in the Igbos, that Tinubu just bought car. I'm a Showore supporter. So, are you saying that I'm supporting Tinubu buying cars? I don't understand the accusation. This is just deflection.
Okay, thank you, Solly. Arogidigba, please go ahead. 2 minutes according to 1 minute.
Baba, take in moto. Okay, I move on. I progress. Well, Kagba le come no. Yes, sir. Okay, Baba, like you said, you are someone that is present in Nigeria. You have an understanding of what is going on. And likewise, I have someone that I speak to in detail. We speak passionately about Nigeria. The individual comes from the early class in the north. He's only just returned from Kano recently. And upon his return, we sit down all the time to talk about Nigeria, the economics, and we stood up, and we probably spent a good hour discussing the social economic realities in Nigeria. What I've been made to understand is Nigeria is very tough at the moment, but a lot of people are doing extremely very well. And there's actually now a dichotomy between people that, if you're a salary earner, Nigeria can be tough for you, is what I've been made to understand. Because between inflation and the current realities, and the current the market realities, which are somewhat defined not necessarily by demand and supply, but there's some demand and supply pressures there, or much more an unregulated consumer protection scenario.
Individuals that are self-employed apparently are doing very well, because if you're an electrician, you're a plumber, you're doing something where you're charging for a service, and you're charging for a service that is near essential, apparently these people are making a killing because they tell you what they want. You want to pay it, you don't want to pay it, I'm going to move on. Someone else wants to pay it. But if you're a salary earner, you might just, you're working 20-day working week. You have to cover your expenses going to work.
Arrogant, sorry, just give me 5 seconds. Even salary earners, have you been to Alausa before? If you've been to Alausa
Alausa is different, Baba. But
it's a market. If you want, take your clean car and go. I've seen women who says, "Oh, but I've seen women make kill, build houses in Alausa. They have freezers hidden under staircases, and they are making money. So if you sit there making yanga, it is your problem. You are inviting poverty into your life.
In fact, to this end, this person told me that their family member is a civil servant, and she's also hustling on the side. Yeah, in fact, she doesn't even bother going to the office anymore. She just hustles.
Arogida, can you give me just 1 second to tell you what the civil servants are enjoying under this present administration?
Boss, compared to the other, of course, that's what I was talking about.
Huh? Okay, I should go ahead.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, sorry. Okay, I don't know what you said. Okay, first and foremost, there is a new housing scheme for civil servants in Nigeria in which they can pay back the money back in 20 or 30 years' time.
About 1%, Mr. Remy had it as well, 1% interest. I've actually read about that.
So a lot of Nigerian civil servants already keying into this particular housing scheme. Recently, they just launched for the diaspora, which the diaspora can also benefit from this scheme, in which you pay 10% of the money and the rest is spread to about 10 years. That is one. The credit corp is also helping the civil servant, in which they can buy electronics and whatever they want to do at a reduced price, and they also spread the money for 1 or 2 years. And they also have a way to get a kind of syndicated loan for the civil servant, in which they can also spread. So this is the time the civil servants are really enjoying, especially the federal civil servant, because I cannot also say that maybe the state are doing the same thing. But if you are a federal civil servant, they are really smiling to the bank and they are getting a lot of incentives. When it comes to my turn, I will also elaborate more. Thank you.
So yes, thank you very much, Mr. Remy. So, but the only thing I want to say is this: it's something that's been worrying me for some time, and I always look back at the situation in Edo State when there was a serious issue, a societal concern, where young women were being trafficked, misled. We go to some parts of Europe. It became a source of shame and disappointment. You saw the governors, you saw leaders in the society, they came out and denounced it publicly. It's a serious issue, probably even more serious and more severe and more consequential. That's happening across the world, but most prevalent in East Africa, in the far western part of West Africa, in parts of Southern Africa, or very disappointing in Southeast Asia. And just all over Asia, to be frank.
1 minute more.
There's a serious issue of our brothers from the south, well, people from the southeast, because I don't think they consider me to be a brother anyway, but individuals from the southeast engaged in serious narcotics and trafficking of narcotics. The individuals in that society need to stand up, speak to it, and stop hiding behind a finger. It's a very serious issue. The volume of individuals involved in it seems to suggest that's a societal issue that needs to be dealt with at a societal level. They must speak to that truth. If they don't speak to it, it's going to destroy that society. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you for being prompt. I think Remy, yes, if I'm correct. Yeah, Remy, you are next.
Okay.
2 minutes. 2 minutes, please.
Actually, can you just exactly what is the topic we are talking about? Are we just campaigning for our candidate?
No, we're talking about the NBA debate yesterday in Port Harcourt, where the presidential candidates were there present, and then Kwankwaso, the single candidacy that is not working, particularly with Obi and
I just listened to 10 minutes
different
of
directions. Yeah,
I just listened to 10 minutes.
Mr. Remy, let me just say something, Mr. Remy.
Okay, go ahead.
Wow, Baba is here. Baba, I'm disappointed with Mr. Adebayo. Adewale Adebayo. He seems to be descending into some kind of madness that I didn't expect him to descend into, because I thought of all the.
He even said something. I thought maybe he misspoke. He said he had 1 million cows. Oh, you took that out of my mouth. 1 million cows, he said.
He seemed to be reasonable, but lately he seems to be extreme. He made some statements that were extremely defamatory yesterday.
At times, frustration can drive people into saying things. I think most of them are frustrated.
In fact, he said some extremely defamatory statements, and I expect that a serious country will take him up on it. He called Abdulaziz Yari a terrorist. He called the president a terrorist. He called every individual in the presidency a terrorist. He called all the terrorist sympathizers and financiers. The list goes on.
He's injuring himself anyway, because the farms he claimed he has, they are all in the north. And these are people, Yari is an Hausa man, so they are in numbers there. So it's his problem, it's his wahala. So Remy?
Okay. Good morning from here to everybody. It's another opportunity. Actually, I watched the debate. I think it's about 10 or 12 minutes that I watched on YouTube just right now. And to be frank with you, I'm disappointed with all the four of them. None of them really handle issues very well. And none of them really prefer solution within the stipulated 2 or 3 minutes time they gave them. What I saw is just like you people went to the market and you see a lot of rowdy people shouting and talking nonsense among themselves. None of them really give us a concrete idea, or this is an opportunity to sell themselves to, okay, this subsidy must go according to Amishi. What exactly are the things? Are you going to handle it very well? None of them. They are just talking blah, blah, blah. And Obi and Shawari were attacking one another, just as usual. And Obi continued to claim numbers that cannot be substantiated as usual. So I do not see anything different from all of them. Adebayo was not cerebral enough. Maybe he just tend to join the drama that he said everybody is doing on stage that night. And I think, to be frank, none of them really want to be president of this country. They do not have the intellectual, they do not have the wherewithal to provide solution, because you are contesting against the incumbency. The incumbency that have a lot of achievement in his hand. I think for me, what you should do is just attack some of their achievement and tell them what you can do better. Use that opportunity to tell Nigeria or those people sitting in front of you exactly what you are going to do better. So you are not doing that, but you are just attacking personality. And at the same time, you are talking down on the Nigerian military. You are talking down on the same politician. If you are telling us that the money they voted for security, they don't, they are putting in their pocket. How come the so-called America came to Nigeria? How come the same America sell a lot of war guns, ship guns, and whatever to us? How come the Turkish did the same things? How come a lot of countries are selling a lot of defense capability to us? How come that nowadays Nigerian security can locate and quickly neutralize terrorists? Even
that same question I asked myself when he said the generals are chopping the money and government.
So and when you set yourself up like that you are also accusing the general, don't you think even in their own circle that they are going to vote on election day, do you think they are going to consider you that way? Sometimes these politicians, sometimes we give them a lot of if you really sit down and try to look one of them after the other, you discover that they are not even clever.
30
Even more.
seconds more, Remy.
So they are not as intelligent as you are. So I will use these 30 seconds to talk about the present administration. The present administration have really done wonderfully well by taking us out from the woodwind. We were already dying before May 2023. That country would have collapsed in where a lot of people are using money to buy money, to withdraw money from the bank. But today, our net external reserve in 2020 was 3 billion naira. Our net external reserve now is over 30 billion naira. That means it has given us the buffer to make our currency stabilize. And that is why we see stability in the economy of Nigeria. If you are an entrepreneur in Nigeria and you are creative enough in Nigeria today, you are smiling to the bank. And that is why a lot of young entrepreneurs in Nigeria today became instant millionaires. But if you are the normal issuer complaint guy and see things negativities, then they will leave you. It's just like we are traveling. We have to leave some people on the roadside, and the people that really want progress will continue to move on. So to me, I think this government should continue to consolidate whatever they have achieved in the last 3 or 4 years. They should consider, and we have seen that Nigeria have been transformed to construction sites all over the region, and there's so many cancer center created, and there's so many. Like for example, I'm sorry to say this, just by the way, when we have some set of people and what they know is to do illegal business by creating fake
Okay,
medicine.
Remy, time up.
Thank you. Thank you.
All
Thank you
right.
for the opportunity.
I think if I make a mistake, please pardon me. Between Ninjaman and IBB, I think IBB is your turn. If you're still there, Patoski, are you there? Patoski, are you there? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Ninjaman, are you there? Midwest people.
I'm
Midwest.
here.
Oh yeah, who? Midwest people. You are there?
Patoski is here.
Okay, Patoski, carry on then.
In short, I looked at that debate. To me, they seem to be attacking themselves, and they seem to be saying things that are out of place. But I think if we have to compare them among themselves, I think she already did better than most of them, in my own judgment, actually. That, not my word, if you have to compare them among themselves, because they were all attacking each other. She was attacking Amechi, Peter Obi, and back and forth. While Adebayo was attacked, is that Adebayo was attacking the government and stuff like that. But to me, I think if you now have to rank them based on what they said among themselves, I think she already did better than all of them there. Then maybe Amechi. Obi did better than Adebayo actually in that place. But I think she already did better, brought some information out and confronted Obi with it.
Adebayo was a
Obi could
disappointment.
not
I never
say
knew.
otherwise. Was just telling us so the consequence of the strike. He didn't deny the fact that there was a strike. And the argument he gave, can you hear me?
Very loud and clear. Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead, Patoski. We can hear you.
The argument he gave was that, the strike had no effect because the doctors were not working. So that's why the strike had no effect.
And people didn't die plentifully.
That if the doctor were working and they went on strike, people would have died, and we are still alive today. That's a very dumb argument. Actually, the man is very smart, but that argument is very dumb and very insensitive.
You have
Very
just one more
insensitive.
minute, Patoski. So
The
round up.
argument there, the argument was very, very dumb and very sensitive. That the position was that the doctors were not working, and
So
so
what do
that
you
was
say
the
of the
reason.
subsidy that Atiku says he will remove?
No, I
45
don't
seconds.
even want to discuss that nonsense now. I think what happened was that the man made that statement. Then now they are now finding an argument for it. He had, the kind of things we just say out of say your mouth they run. Like the way it will be at times, we will talk some statistics. like saying 25 million Nigeria have kidney issues. I mean, even if Bureau of Statistics or Society of Nephrologists or whoever give me that kind of information, I know that's not a realistic data. You understand? And Obi was strongly saying 25 million Nigerians have kidney issues. You understand? And then
25 million.
that was what he said. If you listen to that, he said he was talking about building renal center, that we have less than 10 cancer center, which is true. It was right there. We have we have about close to 6 or 8, depending on the way you want to look at it. If you look at there are categories of centers, I looked it up. So maybe we have about 6. In us, maybe 8. So it was right there. But it's now saying 25 million Nigerians have cancer issue and have a kidney issue. He was probably quoting the data from the Association of Nephrology or something like that. But that data is questionable. You understand? Because I don't even believe we are up to 250 million that they claim.
Same here.
But that would do our